Yo, yo, yo. How's everybody doing? Hang on. Okay, Fix is live. I'm a little overwhelmed. I've got so many things open right now. I've got Fix's stream open. I've got Fix's chat in another window. I got my chat. I've got Discord. I've got my stream. I've got Fix's stream. But we're good. There, Jonah, hello. Jonathan, hi. Or sorry, Markiplier, hi. Andy Marr, hi, bye. Classic Andy Marr. Lake Bean, hello. Pride, hello. How y'all doing? We're gonna be, if you don't know, but if you haven't seen the title or the thumbnail, we're gonna be touring the old Realm of Vasten server with Fixit 412. The one and only. But do you have your, wait, what are you doing? Do you have your art open to love? No, never. Doing great playing Baldur's Gate 3. Nice. What? I've always heard of that game. I think Fix even played it on his second channel a long time ago. Not Baldur's Gate 3, obviously, but one of them. What is that? What type of game is it? I have no idea. Hey, Beckett. Welcome to the stream. Let's tweet the stream out. Or let's exit. Is that what they're calling it now? Are we Xing? Do I X on X? It's D&D? Oh, really? Okay. Cool. Okay, there we go. Let's add a screenshot. Let's not do that one. Let's do series. It's really weird adding a playlist for Realm of Vasten on my desktop. Okay, here we go. Post. Get your nostalgia hats, boys. We're taking a trip down memory lane. That's right. Let me. Hey, Sandman. How's it going? Fix isn't using the texture pack yet. Let's switch over to Minecraft. There he is. I haven't been on a server with Fix since like Imperial, I think. It's been a while. Is that what that server was called? Imperial? Tips for building good castles. Just do it. Just do it. No, look at like layouts of real castles. I think that's a good starting point. Where'd you get the art? The intro screen? This one was made by Arbazu on Twitter. And then the next one was made by Arofu. This one. You know what I should do? I should edit these photos so it has their credit on the picture. Their Twitter ad or something. Is the new server going to be open to the public? No. It's going to be open to all patrons though. All supporters of me and Fix and anybody else that is a creator on the server. So any YouTube member, any Twitch sub, any Patreon member, anybody can join. I think at any level too. I'm not 100% decided on that yet. Don't take my word for it. Yeah. Patrons and members of specific creators, yes. Yes, Pride. And other creators, of course. But that's kind of obvious, I guess. The main reason, maybe I'll wait for Fix. I don't know. Let's see what he's doing. Is he explaining exactly what I am right now?
Like a build team together. Jermsy Boy's gonna be doing the exact same thing, like with his people too. And I mean, there will be lots of collaborations, between
let's listen to
groups
him.
as well. Like we'll have some mega builds and all that kind of stuff. But I am super psyched. So, I'm so grateful for all of my YouTube members and Patreon.
Okay, it sounds like he's already done. So basically what it's going to be, well, I guess I already explained it. But it's going to be a brand new world. We're just touring this old world to kind of get re-inspired for the new server. This is very similar concept. I mean, same concept as my single player world, where there's just a bunch of different kingdoms all over the world. And we're all going to be, well, the first kingdom is going to be all of us together building. And then after that, we're going to be splitting off into build teams led by each creator. So all of you guys can join my team, and we'll build up some cool kingdom. Okay, let's join Fix. Hopefully, okay. Hello? Hello? There we go. Hey, how's it going? I don't think they can hear you. Hang on. Yeah, you know what? I'll just let them not hear you. Just me the whole time. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Cable A. All right, say something.
Hello.
There we go. Wow, you're loud. Okay.
Sweet. Hello, Jermstream. Hey, everybody.
There we go.
I'm gonna talk exclusively to the Twitch people.
Oh, good. So the one person.
I gave up on the dual streaming. I saw you were doing like, I don't even have the gumption to even put in a title.
Yeah.
Thank you for the gifted membership, Devor. That's really kind. Thank you. So Jerm, are you ready to see some old stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm totally ready.
So I was thinking we should go in kind of chronological order.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll leave it up to you too, if you're like, well, let's move on or whatever, if we're lingering too much or because there is so much to see. Now, did you tell your chat that we're relaunching and all that stuff?
Yeah, I think I explained it. I think I explained everything that I need to.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we are relaunching. I'm getting a few questions about like going forward. So I'll answer those too. So if I'm talking about the future stuff, that's going to be in the relaunch of Vasten. So one of the questions about the architects, are they created by the Oracle or are they founded by the Oracle? I think that because we as players for the Vasten, we're the architects, right? We're the ones who are creating this world. So the story is, there's this evil AI. This is the lore behind the Vasten relaunch. There's this evil AI that's wiping out Minecraft worlds. And it's kind of an inside joke. Every time someone's hardcore world, every time they lose it, I always show it in a video, like Cal has blown it up,
Oh, yeah.
So every time, like when Looney lost his and Lagundo lost his and Linksy, like every time one of those worlds goes away, I always it's like, oh, Cal took out another world, right? so there's this evil AI that's taken out all these Minecraft worlds. And what the Oracle can do is the Oracle can go and snag people just before their world is blown up and bring them to this planet that is the realm of Vasten. What we are supposed to do as architects is we are supposed to recreate their home like kingdom or their home city or their home planet, whatever it is, and before they get here, right? So that's sort of like lore. But what that does for us as Minecrafters, as builders, is that opens it up totally. We don't have to be medieval or fantasy. We can be anything, because it could be aliens, it could be sci-fi, it could be post-apocalyptic, it could be a bunker, it could be Dwarven, it could be Elven, it could be anything we want, right? Because that's the people that the Oracle is rescuing from the planet. That's the lore. So if you're feeling like, let's build an Old West town, which I am, by the way. So I'm feeling, let's build an Old West town. Well, then
Shocking.
the lore is there's an Old West planet that is just about to be destroyed, and the Oracle is going to save these people. So we, as the architects, have to go. So I don't know about like where the architect came from, but I think that's sort of the lore background. We'll talk about all that in the Discord once we get going. Anyway, Jeremy, you want to tell them about this opening kingdom here?
Yeah, this is Travil, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, this was long before I joined, I think. This is the first thing you did in the world, right?
It is, yeah. Spawn was literally right there. We never moved Spawn.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know much about it besides that. I have no idea what the lore for this area is, but yeah, it's very, very old. I mean, you can tell it's pretty old school. Well, there is some newer stuff that I've never even seen actually. But
so yeah. So when we first started this, I always hated birch. So I flipped, I was like an amateur texture maker. So all I did is I made this. Jerm made a better version, but I made kind of a version of this. Basically, it's like vertical acacia, right? And so the only thing we had access to, since this was Spawn, was birch and stone and cobblestone. So we built this whole kingdom out of birch and cobblestone in the initial. And there were 6 or 7 of us that started, and we were all modded players. And this was my first vanilla experience ever. I never did vanilla ever. I started with modded. So after playing for a couple of years, I came over to vanilla and I brought some of my modded friends. So we were like, wait a second, we only have a couple blocks here. We don't have all of our cool modded blocks, right? So there was later on, we came back, I think season 6, I think we came back and did kind of a Travil rehab project. And that's where you can see this much, much better building compared to the others, where we tried to stay similar, but help it out a little bit. We did a lot of leaf span to help it out too, because these builds were rough.
Yeah, they were very early Minecraft looking. I mean, you could see in these a bit. This is what the whole place looked like.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. It was just really 2013 Minecraft sort of thing, right? It's just all cobblestone, and then things like this statue came in much later. That was part of a build competition. We'll get to all that stuff probably later, but what version was it started on? 1.10 probably.
Oh wow.
I think 1.10.
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
Yeah, that's really hard to say. I would guess it was probably 1.10 because I started playing modded in 1.7. So, and I played that for a couple years before switching this. So I'm just guessing based on that. But I mean, there's not a lot to see here because we didn't know what we were doing. We were like, well, I don't know, let's just build an inn. There's actually probably some names. I wonder if I still have a house in this. Oh, these gray planks. These were added later. What are?
Oh yeah.
What are these? Gray concrete planks.
Yeah. If you don't know the resource pack, I made the resource pack, most of it at least, and it is most of the builds are very dependent on this pack. If you look at it in vanilla, it's barf.
Especially as we go on, right? Not as much in the beginning, right now, but as we get into season 3, season 4, season 5, season 6, oh my goodness, yeah, it would be disastrous. Oh,
yeah, maybe we should switch over in a couple places just to see it.
Yeah, we'll switch over in White Sands where there's all the acacia.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, do I have I do. I have a room. I have a bedroom here. Holy cow.
So are these all old members or viewers? Or...
Yeah. No, these are my first member. These are the first 6 people I built with here. JL, I remember him. He helped a lot. Howard T. Duck?
Yeah, I remember hearing about him, yeah.
He was a good modded friend. We played a lot together. Yeah, so this is ancient. Yeah, this was my first build, I think, of the server. I think this inn.
Wow.
And it's much better now than it was. Trust me. And it's not good now, but it's much better than it was. So so this is Travil, and every king, there's a lot of lore. We had a fully fleshed out wiki with hundreds of pages, so I couldn't even remember all the lore, but there's even there's slums and stuff. If you go back in here, there's just some slum housing and stuff like that. I think the first bridge I ever built was over here, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, and then if you move, so we're gonna get right into some better builds as we go further this way. But if you move down, this was one of my early supporter builds, I think. I used to offer builds in the worlds for any like supporter, like at any level. I was so amazed that anyone would ever support me to do this. So this was a supporter build that came much later on. Like you can see the use of that what was is that brown like glazed terracotta or something like there?
Something like that. Yeah, brown.
But yeah, so this was a supporter. So this build, like it's not even built. Look, it's actually like a diagonal. Like this was it's still not that good, but it's way more advanced than what you saw back there, you know?
Yeah, this, I mean, you can tell it's a huge improvement for sure.
Yeah. But if you just go down this road, so we stayed in that kingdom for like 6 months, and then we broke off and we went down to Kalaho. Still can't say that name. 6 or 7 years. Hey, what's up, Damon? How's it going?
Hey, Lorez, Nemitz, Mel.
This is a little farm. I
Welcome to the
can't
stream.
remember who did that farm. Way back in the old days, someone tried their hand at a little hamlet. That was early. But then we did these things called a build competition. What basically gives yourself 1 week and a theme. So this theme was nature. It had to be anything in nature. No, that was way before Dynasty, Juxie. That was like predate anything.
That was
predate.
I remember seeing who was building that when I first joined the server, but I cannot remember their name.
What, that little hamlet?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
It was way before that.
Maybe not. Maybe I might be confusing it with a different build, but
yeah. There is another hamlet that Dynasty made, I know, but not that. I just can't remember the guy's name who made that, because he was like one of my modded guys from way back. But this one, I decided I want to do a Jack and the Beanstalk inspired build for this build competition. So I did this in a week. And I really still to this day really love this build. I still think it's one of the cooler builds I've ever done, I think, actually.
Yeah, this is really cool. I totally forgot about this place. I love all the like paper lanterns too.
Yeah, there's a whole lore bit behind that where people who lost their relatives and stuff always set up lanterns on a certain day of the year by the way. And then up at the very top, there's a house that got sucked up by the the seed fell down under the house in the lore.
Oh, right. That's cool.
And the house got pushed up to it. I don't know if there's anything even in the house. Probably there is, I bet, because it was a build competition, so I'd want to do something less terrible. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so this was a super fun build, but this happened much later. And, you know, we did have something called the Banking Clan in Vasten, because when we started that, custom recipes weren't a thing yet. So we had like where trade. So you could trade basically any, like a chest full of any item for like gravel, clay, like basically stuff that you might need a ton of and don't want to destroy the landscape for. I mean, now I would just do custom recipes, right? But like back then that wasn't a thing. So we did that. So like to get all the, well, actually, I don't even know if there's gravel in this. This might just be terracotta and wool, actually. But yeah, I mean, this was a really fun build. And even this, like the walkway that goes around, I think is really cool.
Yeah, this is really cool.
We're definitely going to be doing, we'll definitely be doing build competitions in Vasten again. Similar type of thing. None of the build competitions ever happened in the cities. They were always like to sort of flush out the world, to make the world bigger. So it'll be like stuff along the road, and we'll definitely be doing that again, because that was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
There are some amazing builds. Chef Boyardee built one of the greatest things I've ever seen from my memory. Hey, Chef. Look, it just popped up in chat.
Yeah, that was good timing.
By the way, Jerm, you have about an hour. I just poured myself the biggest glass of wine imaginable, so you have about an hour before you really need to take the wheel.
Oh, great. Okay. We're going to have to go quick then.
All right. So next we're going down to Kalaho. I think this also predates you. This was also season 1. Season 1, I didn't have the idea for seasons yet. This is just like a dumb little terrible stable. I didn't have the idea for seasons yet, so we just, after 6 months of working in Spawn, we just came to a new area. But we grew a lot. Oh, actually, this is called, oh man, this is called like Lactus or something. I should have put signs up.
Oh, I do remember watching you build the ruins up there. I forgot about those.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, dude, ruins add so much. We got to add a ton of ruins to
Yeah.
Vasten.
That's something I really want to do in my world, but just haven't gotten around to it.
It just adds so much age and sort of atmosphere to the world. This was just like a little potato thing, and we had a bunch of lore about where there was like a guy who left his order, his sacred order of what were those? Hey, old time Vasteneers. What were the people in Adjury? The people who built the trees. What were they called? I can't remember. What are those people called, Jerm? You're the lore master here.
Yeah.
Druids, yeah. Arbor Druids,
that's right. Yeah.
So he left his Arbor Druid sack too because he fell in love with a girl, and they end up making a little potato hamlet here. So just simple potato. But we had that thatch, that sweet thatch.
Oh yeah.
Block that you gave us.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah, it's directional. Remember? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this one is just slightly different. What a pointless waste of texture.
That's a very small difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you playing with Bobby, by the way, Jerm?
Yeah, I am. Do you see the?
It's so crazy.
Yeah. That's so sick.
I mean, man, if we could have had this back in the day, look at that. You can see the End Temple. You can see Harrison's Garrison. You can see.
Oh, I can't see that yet.
That's so amazing. I think I only have I think I have 32 chunks. I think. But also, you know what? I was on a lot, flying around for short little videos for tomorrow's video. So maybe it was loaded on Bobby already.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. I wanted to fly around and load everything, but I didn't get too much done.
Well, let's head over to let's knock out all the old stuff, and then into at least quickly until like sort of you came in. You came in season 2? Was that White Sands?
Yeah, I came in right when we started White Sands. I did like a couple tiny things before we did that, but that was like the first time I actually started playing.
The castle in Port Bray, right? Like you helped me with that, right?
Oh yeah, we did like a one-off video where I came in and like gave you some tips for castle building.
Yeah,
because I was building a castle at the time.
It's all on you.
yeah, that's right.
So I built this little garrison because it was just a long road between Travil and Kalaho, which you can just kind of see far over in there in the distance. And I just wanted, there's this little island, and I just wanted a way to get from down there, like sea level, up to here, and I couldn't figure it really out, so I just did it through. So actually, if you're on a horse, you ride through the castle, like through this little passage. It's not great, but it's kind of cool. This dark block, we didn't have deep slate back in the old days, so it might have been it was Cloutos, I think, who made me do the andesite darker, and then I really fell in love with it. Now, of course, we have deep slate, but this was a really useful block back before deep slate. Yeah, so there's actually a way that you can get up, so you kind of ride through and you go out this way. It's kind of a fun way to get a height elevation better than just stairs.
Yeah,
it is going to be a long tour. It's going to be a long tour for sure. I didn't think you want to head over to Kalaho here, Jerm.
Yeah.
So you can see, I think, the building progress that we made from Travil to Kalaho as we sort of learned some new techniques. And this was not rehab. So this is exactly as it was back in the day. I don't think there's anything new here at all. But we really tried to go for like from a village to a town here. And it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot more advanced.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that this was how much longer did you say, or how much later?
Probably 6 months. 6 months, I would guess, later. But having never played vanilla, and none of us had, like all like 6 or 7 of us.
Right.
It was like the first time we were all modded players, and when you're only a modded player, you rely on those modded blocks like deeply. Yeah. So it was shocking to have such few choices available, especially back 1.8 or whatever. We had a lot less choices than we have now.
I think it's funny that like the last place you built all out of birch and stone, and then in this place you're in a forest, so you built out of oak and stone.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, then we had silk touch, right? So by then we had silk touch, so we could get stone.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but this came up to one of the rules that I would like to continue in Vasten, in the remix of Vasten is this tower over here, Howard's Tower. So he built this, and he built it as a giant box and had plans on building a thing, but then he ended up leaving Minecraft and leaving the server. And we came up with the rule on the fly, like during a live stream, I think, where we're like, okay, if something's built, we can't destroy it. Like, we can't just take it away. We have to rehab it or change it or do something to it. And it was like a test of creativity. And this was literally just a square box. And then we did this on a stream. And I think it's one of my favorite things we ever did, because it set sort of a mood of like, no, you have to be creative and not just destroy it. You got to fix it or do something to it. So we made it in a ruin. I think it really worked out really well.
Yeah, I mean, I do remember seeing this as just a cobblestone box, and this is definitely a huge improvement. I totally forgot about that rule. That is a really cool way to force creativity.
I think it is. I think it's cool, and I think that it gets more cooks in the kitchen in a good way. Like, you can be like, hey, guys, I hate this build that I did. Can you guys come in and help, rather than just tear it down? Like, you get people, because it is a group server. It's a group mentality. In Vasten, I don't think I mentioned this. Each build team shares resources, and you all build in the same area for the duration of that area, right? So like, you need to communicate and work together. It's part of the fun, it's part of the charm of it too. I don't even know what some of these things are. Is this maybe a suit? Did I build a super smelter? No way. Oh my goodness, I think I did.
Oh wow.
I can't imagine the redstone here.
Look at this.
There's no way this works. It might work. Someone must have helped me on this, because there's no way I could have figured this out back in those days.
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
Now, maybe, but certainly not back then.
You do seem to have a lot of unnecessary hoppers. Oh, I guess not.
Do I?
I don't know. It is a very strange way of building a super smelter.
Yeah, you know what? I probably watched like a Wells Night video of how to do it or something, because I think that's who I was watching back in these days, almost exclusively.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is kind of cool. I don't think we had the black netherite back then. Or maybe we did.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
This is not terrible. I don't mind that too much. Oh yeah, and all these oh yeah, right. This is like the mine carts go down. That's some okay world building. I'm okay with that. Yeah. I completely forgot about this.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been down here. Does this just go down to a strip mine, or?
I don't think it even goes anywhere. I think it's literally just
Yep.
aesthetic.
Yeah, it just goes to a cave.
I'm sorry, chat. I'm kind of ignoring. I'm reading all of your chat, but I'm kind of ignoring you a little bit here. But I'm reading it all, so keep the chats coming. This was our first religion, though. Jeremy, remember this? This was the Church of the End.
Yeah, I do remember this.
So we had 3 religions in Vasten, and that's something that we should probably talk about for going forward at some point. Oh, I see Chef's amazing build back there. We'll have to go look at that next. But yeah, so we had 3 religions. We had Church of the End, something called the Nether religion was something. I can't remember what it was called. Oh no, I can't remember. It wasn't a church. It was called something else. Netherism or something. That
sounds familiar.
And then we had like the Church of Man, whatever it was called, and each of them was really different. And the Church of the End was how you could get to the End Temple, though this was long before we figured out the End Temple. But later on, we sort of changed it to make that. Should we do that now? Should we do the End now?
Sure. I guess we can.
Oh wait, let's go see Chef's building. Do you see Chef's building behind the? Just because it's so awesome. So this was another 1-week build off thing. This theme was magic, so you had to do a magic build. Chef won. This was the winning build. He had 1 week to do this build, and he did a school of alchemy. We didn't have magic in the realm of us. We had alchemy, and he did this build. And it's really great.
Yeah, this
really
is super cool.
Still. It's
when would
aged
this have been?
really well.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, this was probably season. Chef left towards the end. Chef, are you still here? Do you remember when this was? This was probably season 6, probably season 5, maybe. I mean, and full interiors, everything. Yeah, we didn't have magic. I really wanted to stay away from magic in Vasten, because it just opens up a lot of sort of lore that I didn't want to get into. So this was a school of alchemy, which is not that different, I guess. But this was a great build. I really felt like my build was great, but I thought I was going to win for sure. And then when we saw chefs, I'm like, oh, son of a...
Yeah,
I got.
This is super cool.
Yeah, it's a great build. It's really wonderful. I mean, everything from like the use of all these different blocks that we have. Like, I don't even know what these orange glazed terracotta blocks that are so cool, the way he changed them up. It was prior to Vasten 2. Yeah, so I think it was probably season 6 or so. But yeah, that's an awesome build. Here, a little bit of a winery over here. Now this looks weird. This was done pre orange birch leaves.
Yeah.
I don't remember the birch leaves being quite this orange. I remember them being more yellow.
Yeah, they're very dark.
Is this biome specific, maybe?
I think so, because when I hold it in my hand, it's yellow.
Oh, weird.
I don't know.
So you have to imagine that this is all just different shades of green. So it looks a little bit more like a winery, but not a lot here. But it was just a little hamlet. But why don't we let's save the end, because it happened later. So let's continue going chronological and head down to Port Bray. And Jerm, that's when you first that's what actually we first met on. I brought you in to help me with that castle build, and that's the first time we ever talked was during that video recording. Yeah,
probably. And that was probably like had to be 2017, I guess, right? Maybe 2018. Well, no, I think I'm mixing. No, it wasn't that far back. I don't know. A long time ago.
I mean, I could actually find the video on my channel, because it was like the end of season 1. Hey, someone who's sitting there on your computer and really bored, check out the end of season 1 and look for a date around episode 225 of season 1. I think that's when Jerm was in.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's right. That's a crazy memory.
Yeah, that is very specific.
Now because I did tours every 25 episodes with other people, right? So, and 250 is the end of season 1, and I'm pretty sure you won in the very last one. But something else that we did that I think we should do again is for sheep farm specifically. Every color of sheep had to have their own farm. So that way, meant there had to be 16 hamlets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is Joe's sheep farm. This is the black sheep farm. Because we used a lot of black wool, because check out the black wool texture here. It is so usable and so awesome. It's just total void, right? And we use this a bunch of times for like magic things and like well, you'll see it later on, but this was incredibly useful. And the reason why black wool was better than black concrete or black terracotta or anything like that is because of the wool, the carpet texture, because then mobs wouldn't spawn on it. So because mob spawning on the ground kind of breaks the illusion, right? So if you made a black, if you wanted a dark black room, you couldn't have this bunch of skeletons just standing in the bottom of it. But yeah, that was really a cool thing that we had a long time ago. But yeah, this was just a little hamlet, and there's a bunch of these. There's like a purple sheep hamlet and a cyan sheep hamlet and a gray sheep hamlet and all that kind of stuff. So if you wanted a ton of that kind of wool, because we do build big in Vasten, 5 years ago, Old Gray says.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. You were like 12 back then.
Yeah, I was still your ward.
That's right in the basement.
Yeah.
Man, that means that bit is officially 5 years old and still going strong.
Yeah.
So the next thing that we did is we wanted like a stone mining kingdom, basically. And the idea was going to be to come down to Port Bray and mine, but of course that never happened. Of course, you're not going to go the whole way to Port Bray to mine. I built this ship. Why did I build that ship?
Where you at?
I built that ship for someone else. Rasko. Oh, I built that ship for Rask. So we had a short-lived, but I loved the concept. Do you remember the IOU guild?
Yeah, I do.
The IOU Guild was the best idea I think I ever had that never worked. But the IOU Guild was basically our currency was going to be banners. So Germ, if I was like, hey Germ, I need a ship built. I'll give you 5 banners for a ship. Then you would take my banners, build the ship, and then anytime you needed something, you could come to me and call in your IOUs, or you could even sell them to someone else for something else. Like if you need redstone, you could sell my IOUs to someone who knows how to do redstone. It was a cool idea, and it just never got off the ground. But man, I love that. I love the IOU Guild.
Somebody just reminded me I have that shader pack, that cursed shader pack that just changes every block to your face.
You should do the whole tour with that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Thank you, Old Gray. I appreciate that. Anyway, yeah. So I just built that ship as part of the IOU Guild that never went anywhere, but it was cool. So the next kingdom is the capital city of all of Vasten, and this is where I think this is where the whole concept of this server really took off, to be honest, because there's some unfinished roads there. Someone didn't finish their roads.
Uh-oh. Get
on here, someone. So I think this is where the concept really took off, because what we decided to do is we decided to insert fast travel. You want to tell them about fast travel?
Well, so you didn't want to use the nether. You didn't want to make like nether hubs, right?
Well, we couldn't because of the lore, right?
Oh,
because
right.
the whole lore was that.
Yeah, so this world is in a large biomes world. So
yes,
everything is like thousands and thousands of blocks away. Like even if I open my map, what is this? Well, this is someplace, but this is 7,000 blocks away, and it's just road in between with some minor stuff in between, some minor little like hamlets and stuff. But I mean, you can't walk all that way. You could fly maybe, but the best way is just to do like set up a command block, teleport, and make a build out of it, like a ship or a wagon, and then you got fast travel.
Yeah, so we had the idea of that everywhere, and we're gonna do this again. This will be one of the things that we had to do, because this worked out incredibly well. Unlike the IOU Guild, this worked out great. So all fast travel will go through the capital city of Vasten. So anyone who wants to branch out and do a new kingdom, you'll be able to have a matching ship. If you have water, you could have a matching ship, or if it's a futuristic, you could have, a teleporter, or you could whatever fits your lore for that city, and a matching one in the capital city. And then what we'll do is you just put the command box. So then whenever you take the ship, like let's head to where's this good? Kalaho, where we just came from. So you can just take this and like, we tried to put like, there's oak. So Kalaho is an oak kingdom, obviously. They have oak there. Then you just press this, and within just a split second, you are in the exact same boat, but you're at Kalaho. And then you want to head back, and you just press this button. And it's a World of Warcraft inspired thing, because I used to play that a lot, right? So like you get on a ship, then you're in the same ship in the new place, and it's just really fast and worked out. I mean, that worked out great, So this is Port Bray. So all the ships come through there. So you can't go from like city B to city C. You have to go from city B to the capital, and then from the capital to city C. That way, for one thing, it makes the capital bigger, which is really important, and then secondly, it makes it easy to navigate the world. You don't have to ever think of like, oh wait, I have to go from this city to this city, this city, this city. It's just you always leave from the capital to get anywhere you want to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
It makes it just easier, even though people are like, why can't I just have fast? No, just it's better this way. There are a lot. Pride built this ship.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Longboat.
Yeah. Does this go somewhere?
I don't even know. I have no idea. Does it go to what was that kingdom that they started?
I don't remember.
The one with the big dinosaur skull.
Yeah.
Does it maybe go there?
Pride, are you still here? What was that one called?
I can't remember. Oh, steampunk is this is steampunk. We'll get to that down the road. That's the one that Damon built. Have you seen this ship, Jerm? Do you remember this one? This one goes to the steampunk kingdom.
No, I
This
never
is
saw
one of the
this. Yeah, this is insane.
ships.
Yeah.
Damon built that, and well, and then you know that one goes. I can't wait to get. So we'll
Bone
get there.
Bluffs.
That's like season. Bone Bluff.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking Bone Bluff, Chef. You're right. So a couple other little things that we should talk about here before we show off the castle and then go to the end, I guess, is the Builders Guild. So the Builders Guild is going to be the currency for Vasten. And basically what we did is there are quests, because no one likes to do a lot of like wheat fields or that kind of stuff. There's like or road building, that kind of stuff, right? So what the Builders Guild is it's quests that you walk into the Builders Guild and you get a quest, and then that quest is like, okay, build a farm with 3 wheat fields along the road somewhere. And if you do that, then you get 100 build points. And after you get a certain amount of build points, you can turn them in for maybe an unbreaking 5 pickaxe and maybe an unbreaking 5 elytra, something like that, right? Or if you want to save them all up, you can earn enough build points to purchase a player base within the capital city. So all the player bases are going to be in the capital to make the capital just really pop and be huge. But you can save up like maybe 2,000 player points or whatever we decide to set it at for that. Oh, check out these diagonal chests. Remember those?
What? No.
Remember how I did that? I figured that out. That was me. I did that.
Oh, is the item model just bigger in the item frame?
No. Yeah, it's in an item frame. Yeah, if it's in an item frame, some item models are bigger with
Oh, wow.
invisible item frames.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I figured that out. No big deal, you know. I just did
Impressive.
that. It's extra. Yeah. And these are the banners that you get for completing quests and stuff. Yeah, it was really cool. We're definitely gonna be doing that again because Perdition's Edge. That's right, Damon. That was the name of the ship. Where you actually created the sails, man. Yeah, that's such a great ship. All the paintings are built in Vasten, so if you see any paintings, it's all in this world, which is just so awesome. And so I'm gonna definitely do that in my single player world again too. Actually, whenever I get enough builds that are worth showing off. So here's the church at the end, and then up here on top of the mountain is the castle. And this is where Jerm and I first met. I was building the castle. And I didn't know what I was doing. I'd never built a castle before. And I'd been watching Jerm's videos, and I just reached out and was like, hey, I really like your castles. Would you want to do a video together where you just sort of tell me what's wrong? And we did. And it was fun. And we met, and we just sort of been talking ever since. But this castle is the first castle I ever built, and it looks like it. But it's okay.
I think it's not
screams
too
a
bad.
certain date and time.
Yeah, that's true.
But Frostmire Castle, which I just built in my single player world, is not that different. I still like this style. Like I'm sort of drawn to this style.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's too bad.
The things I don't like the castle. Oh, it's a Netherism shrine. That's right. So up here it has all 3 religions. Like here, this is a church at the end with the green Ender Eye sort of looking thing, and this is a Netherism shrine, and then there's a library, which is the Order of Man. That was the other one, the Order of Man. But yeah, so I mean, it's okay. What I like about the castle is I like the courtyard. I think the courtyard turned out really well. Like having the houses within the castle walls around the keep, I think is actually one of the better times I've pulled that off. Actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, with the frost tree, that had some lore too. I can't remember what that was. That tree was turned to ice for some reason. Something happened. But yeah, it's all right. So the next kingdom we did. We gotta go to Sandrasku.
Oh yeah.
Sandrasku is gonna look weird because we had a builder who started an absolutely massive project and didn't complete it.
Don't worry, it's gone.
What?
It's gone.
I can't wait to see it. Okay. All right. Where the heck?
Oh, you can teleport him in.
Okay. Is there fast travel here? I don't remember. Is there fast travel?
Yeah, there's a little wagon.
Oh,
in
like a
the
prisoner
middle.
cart.
Yeah.
Oh, because this was a prison. That was the whole lore behind Zandraska. It was a prison. So for the entire world, dropped their prisoners here and they just threw them over the edge of the wall. but what happened was you never got out. So generations of people would grow up and live in Sandrasku. Like even if 4 generations ago, someone had done the crime. So yeah, this is a prison. That's right, at the quarry. Oh yeah, Jerm, we did this together too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, me, you, I think Brownie Bits.
Somebody,
that's right. Was that it? I think so.
I think so, yeah, because there's some redstone here. Is there any chance I can figure this out? There was redstone that made pistons come up for barriers, because the idea was this was a PvP arena, right?
Oh.
So pistons double extending pistons would come up, and so you could like hide behind it and shoot, and then there was like looks like, oh wait. It seems like maybe it's broken.
Yeah, there was. Oh. Yeah.
Did that just come up? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, it was a cool idea, and then we worked on these bridges together. Brownie Bits too. I forgot about him. Is Brownie Bits still doing YouTube? I haven't seen him in a while.
I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen anything in a long time.
Yeah, so this is just a little PvP arena. We thought the people of Sandrasku, the prisoners, might want to watch some PvP. But the biggest thing, the reason why this castle exists, is this is our entire world's mob farm right here.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it was a mega mob farm that kind of grew out of control as far as the build itself goes. But it was, it was cool. So there was like a bunch of lore, like, man, because we did all these live streams where we just talk about lore, and a lot of that lore just got left on live streams. But like, this is where the prisoners would they'd cart in prisoners here and decide if they were able-bodied to go work, or if they weren't, and it wouldn't be as good of a result. And they'd kind of go through this river. That's why there's a river going right through the heart of the castle. There's a king's chamber and stuff like that. And then all of this supports the mob farm. Like if you look right there, there's the mob drop. You can see like, that's where the mobs are supposed to drop. I have no idea if it's on or not. Probably not. Yeah, this wasn't.
Something falling.
Did mobs fall? Maybe it is. Maybe it's still on.
Yeah, there's a spider barely hanging on up here.
Nice.
It's like half working, it looks like.
The lore content behind Sandrasku is a top tier. Juxie says, yeah, I always really enjoyed that particular build. And just like I wish we would have finished it. I just wish we would finish it. We built these walls because you had to have walls right away to keep the prisoners in. And whenever you build walls early in a kingdom, that means you have to fill out the kingdom. And you know how that goes, right? We all know how that goes. So yeah. This was at one point a market. Someone must have taken it down. This was a market, a pretty fully fleshed out market. I want to say like Mar did it or something. I don't know. It's cool. This was a lot of good stuff happened in this build.
Yeah, this was definitely one of my favorites.
And this was another of the build competition. This happened in a week too. I think Silentcraft did this build.
Oh, okay.
Jerm, I owe you a stiff drink for helping me out with this.
Yeah,
this is
no
really
problem.
awesome. Yeah, it looks so good. It looks so good. I'm so proud of this kingdom now. And this right here is a Church of the End, which again, every kingdom has a Church of the End, and that's where you get to the Ender to repair your tools and stuff like that. I don't know. You just want to do it now? Let's just do the church. Let's just do the end.
Yeah, this is probably a good point.
It's a little early, but we can go try the drop of faith.
What came after Sandrasku? Ooh, this is nice.
Let me think.
That's a little weird though.
Pull back the map here. This might have been really close to White Sands. This might have been really close.
Yeah, I know you were working on this. I mean, that's when I first started playing, so it must have been right before White Sands.
Well, go ahead and take the leap. I'm going to back up a little bit. So the way so what you do, the lore behind this is if you believe enough in the Church of the End, then you push the button, then you fall. You fall, and you're going to watch Jerm fall right now. And if he believes enough, he'll go to the End Temple. Oh, yeah.
I didn't believe enough.
Oh no! I wonder if the command block's broke. Oh, the command block possibly may be broken because of like fabric versus
Oh.
Vanilla, you know how the commands have to be a little bit different,
Well, this should be a
or
realm.
at least used to be.
I mean, this is a realm, so it should
Yeah,
be.
but I wonder if we changed it. Oh yeah. Oh no, it triggered on me. Go ahead and teleport to me. I'm in the top of the church again. So if you don't believe, then you die like Germ did. You fall in lava. So they all have lava at the bottom. But yeah, if you believe enough, then you go to this place, and this is the end temple. And this is, I think, still, even though it's dated, still this is one of my very favorite builds.
Yeah, this is. I mean, this is so sick.
So this went up to old build limit. Right up to it. I wanted to build something to build limit. That was my idea. I wanted to build something that was symmetrical and went to build limit. And that's exactly what this is. It's a symmetrical build that goes to build limit. But yeah, it's just, I mean, this was an enormous amount of counting because every one of these towers is exactly the same. So this one took forever to build.
Yeah, I can imagine. And without like Matica or anything like that.
No, yeah, none of that. Yeah, it was just like endless, like counting, going over, counting, going over, counting, going over, you know. But what happens is if you go to any church at the end, you get teleported up to the very top of this tower, and then you can take what we always called the leap of faith. No, Sandrascu is still season 1. It was still season 1. I mean, we did a bit of a rehab later, but the guts of it was season 1. Seleia was after Sandrascu. No, Seleia was season 3. I'm 100% sure Seleia was season 3. White Sands was season 2. Season 3 brought Joel Duggan in. And season 2 brought Germ and Pride and Pixel Brew.
Pixel Brew that early?
I think so. Not for long. I think Brownie Bits for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, White Sands was season 2, Seleia was season 3. Yeah, okay. So let's head to the end. We're a little early for the end, but I think we're at a logical place. So what you do is you go up to so you're teleported from any church at the end and there's like 100 of them, right? In every single kingdom has a church at the end. You do the drop, you get to here, and then you do this drop. Check this out. Oh, I love it. I did it last night, Germ. And I got adrenaline.
Hang on, I gotta do that again. I wasn't looking in a good direction.
It's so cool. So the Snow Kingdom is Seleia. Yeah. So this is one of my like favorite parts. So when you fall down in the church at the end, I recreated an end city. This is still back in season 1. I recreated an end city kind of, but if you look, it kind of holds up. I'm gonna give myself night vision. What? I'll give. Wait, what? Oh,
there's actually shulkers here.
I got one shulker here. It was the hardest thing I have ever done ever. And then there's a few more after that. But I got one shulker officially. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a stream. If you search through deeply, there's a stream of me just like driving myself totally insane about getting the shulker here. But yeah, you can. And I wasn't going to do it a second time. There was not duplicating shulkers back in those days.
Right.
And you know, the couple of things that we've done, like command blocks and stuff like that, were always done above board. Like we always talked about it on stream. I've never hidden it. Right? It's like it's important, right? Like. Especially with the hardcore trend of people who are quote unquote hardcore. So yeah, I've always like, you know, we talked about on streams. It's like, look, I did one officially. Let's just bring in a couple more to make this like look good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, this is how you get to the end. So then you go down here and let's pop over to the end. So the end actually ties in really well to White Sands, where we're going next, is because this is where the elves. This is where the first race that we brought in were humans, were elves, right? And they were from ancient Talital, which is White Sands now. It used to be called Talital. It was destroyed in a war. We'll get to that in a minute. But when it was destroyed, it wasn't actually destroyed. We all thought it was. It turned into a crater. Well, the crater actually got teleported to the end along with all the elves. And if you come out of this ship, this is an elven ship, then you'll find new Talital. So this ship Actually, there's a teleport in that ship that will take you to New Talital, but I think we can just go check it out. Ignore the Ender. That should have been destroyed a long time ago, but if you ignore the Ender, you'll see this build, which is just, I love it with all of my being. I love this build. I'm gonna actually give myself night vision again.
Yeah, this area is crazy. I mean, this is all built. This isn't like above the island. This is all in the void.
Yep. Yeah, with that, look at the Ender. That's the Ender. Biggest Ender you can make.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then remember how I talked about player bases? So player bases, I decided my player base was going to be in the end, and this is my player base right over here. So player base means it has to be within a kingdom. Back in the Vasten days, it has to be within a kingdom, and there has to be lore behind it. So I built the Elven castle for my player base, and this is, I think, I mean, this is my top 3 builds I've ever done, in my opinion. Like I love this build still.
This place is really cool. I love the color palette you went with.
Well, I can't take credit for that. That was Criddle.
Oh, right.
Criddle Skittle came up with this color palette for White Sands, and I just, because White Sands became New Talital, I sort of had to take it, but I also loved it. Hey, Callus! Whoa, Callus, what's happening, my dude?
Hey, Callus.
The evil AI Cal just showed up in my chat. What's happening, Cal? Buddy, I miss you, man. We should talk sometime. Yeah, so I love this build. This one makes me happy just still looking at it. You know, do we still have purple grass? Oh, we don't have purple grass anymore. And for a while we had purple grass in the end. By the way, if you guys enjoy my single player, Callus voices the evil AI Cal, and I haven't talked to him for ages, but that's Cal. So everybody say hi, Cal, in chat, because he is the dude. I love that man. So if you go up and check out this castle, I mean, I love this particular build. This one makes me happy. Like, I love there's like streets. Yeah, there's like little streets that you can, little alleyways. Every building has basically a purpose. Every room has a purpose. Cal, I just want to make sure that you're aware that we're relaunching Vasten in like a month. Just so you know. I just want you to let you know that we're doing it. And oh, hey, shulkers. So yeah, so every room has a purpose. There's like this was just like my home, you know, like it wasn't like, this was the player bases were the one things that weren't group builds. They were like really your own thing. And this one, I mean, I'm just sitting here smiling looking at it. I love this one. Interiors, man, who would have thought?
Did you do interiors all throughout the place?
Pretty close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty darn close. I really wanted this one to be like, quote, complete. That was my goal. I really wanted this to be complete. I even did some what do you call that? Coral? Some coral, like tropical stuff on the outside.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Oh, this was like a farm. Yeah, a farm over here with some cows. Oh yeah, I forgot your cow models and stuff.
Oh, are those working? I saw a zombie earlier and it was just like a leg and an arm. And that was it.
Nice. Yeah, anyway, whatever. I just like, I'm just showing off my own stuff at this point. But yeah, this one really made me happy. I really like this one. But this was the player base thing, and we're gonna do player bases again in Vasten, but you have to buy them with build points, which means you got to go do some, like, you know, hamlets and that kind of stuff, right? So that's all. I wish I could remember who picked out the palette of the purple and the prismarine, but man, it pops so well in the end. It looks so good on the roads.
What is this in your base? This like big circle glass, like purple glass thing. Looks like a portal.
Oh, that's my science lab.
Oh.
Yeah, so I had the this goes to Gravenwald. Oh shoot, man. Yeah, this is a portal that goes to Gravenwald. So when we get to Gravenwald in season 4, I think, you'll see the same portal with train tracks in the actual train. So the idea was you could take a train to Gravenwald, go through this portal, and come back. I totally forgot about that. Man,
That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, oh, and plus I have the fake nether. Did you see that?
No, I don't think I did.
Here, come to me.
Oh my
within
gosh.
my island, this is before right when they announced the nether update. Right when they put out the first thing of like, oh, warp forest and all that kind of stuff, I tried to recreate those biomes, but without those blocks, right? So I came up with like as close as you could come back in those days to a warp forest and a soul sand valley.
Dang, that's cool.
And I don't think they announced the Crimson one. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. I didn't get to it either way. But yeah, so I did like a fake nether.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because the elves were studying the Endermen. They were trying to figure out who the Endermen are and stuff. So if you look, there's actually somewhere, and I can't remember where exactly, but there's like a bunch of these netherrack that will move out of the way into the science lab so they can see it. They can like watch and observe. It's got very Dallas Mead sort of thing, right? Can't find it right
yeah.
Oh, here. Oh, here it is. Yeah, here. If you come right where I am, there's like a like an observation room, which is like, it's so Dallas, isn't it? So like an observation room of the Enderman. Yeah,
that's cool.
Sunfire. No, Sunfire came in though to do we did a video together because I wanted to use these stripes, and it was just stealing from Sunfire completely. And so I thought, hey, Sun, come in, do a video together. So we just did it just for fun. But yeah. Definitely more of this coming in future Vasten stuff, because I love the lore and all the ideas behind that. Well, Jerm, let's head to White Santa. You can take the reins, and I'm going to drink my wine here and be quiet.
Oh boy. Okay, let's go. How do I get out of here?
How do you leave? Wait, is it? Yeah, it's go head.
Yeah, I see it.
West.
I got it. Okay.
In fact, actually, take the boat. I think the boat's faster than the end portal.
So if you right.
Yeah, so there's two buttons. Don't go to the new Talital Adventurer Guild. Go to the button on the. Oh, that's for the Ender. No, that's not right.
Oh.
We can't get back.
We're trapped.
We can't leave. Look, this even the rockets have ender juice coming out of them to hold it up. Even underneath, man.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Look at this. Look at this build. Even underneath has piping and stuff. Come on.
Yeah, so much detail for something you would never ever even see.
Give us props for this. Come on, chat. Give us props for this. We put in pipes and stuff and ender juice coming out of the rockets to hold this thing up. And I'm getting no props in chat. That is not right.
Yeah, come on. Did you see the ender juice?
Oh man. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm gonna have to refill my wine soon. Okay, let's go through the the end portal. And we'll just go probably, I assume spawn probably. I can't. Oh no, geez, I'm at Monument to the Fallen. Well, that was season 1, so I guess we'll talk about that before we move on. Monument to the Fallen.
Oh, right.
Oh, you're there too. Oh, you came to me. Monument to the Fallen. This was my first, and I'm going to recreate this in my survival world because I love this freaking concept. But Monument to the Fallen is where I put all of my supporters, Patreons, YouTube members, all that kind of stuff here. I gave you little statues and stuff like that. And this is where, in the lore, okay, I'm going to plug my own video here. Yo, if you guys are wanting to hear a story, I wrote like an 1.5 hour long audiobook that tells the story of Vasten, and it's on my channel, and I think it's great, and like literally it has like tens of views. So like if you're ever really bored and you put on an audiobook, I think I like it. I think it's good. But it tells the story. It tells the story of what this monument is, and this is where the people went in to the Nether to kill them. We'll get to the Nether portal towards the end, Chef. Yeah, the failed Nether. Yeah, that was depressing. I mean, that's why it failed, because it was literally depressing, right? The Nether season didn't go so well, Germ.
Oh yeah. I'm just running around looking at the names right now. So many people.
Oh, there's.
I remember. That haven't seen
anyone
forever.
who was like, a member at all got a statue, or a member Patreon at any level got a statue. I'm gonna be doing that again because Saika.
I even saw Wells Knight over there.
DNA, Jermsy boy. Oh yeah, or anyone who did a tour with me got a statue too.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot. Truth. Yeah, you're right, man. That cheeky Foxglove. I think she has a Hamlet. Dove's a great builder. Yeah, there's a lot of great builders here, man. I mean, Jim. Oh, Jim Girder. I haven't talked to Jim in a long time. Soothing Philly. Remember Soothing?
Yeah, I do.
Good dude.
Is Nemitz?
Wrecked. Oh, I love Wrecked. I should talk to Wrecked. Actually, I should talk to Wrecked about Vasten. I know. He's like, conquest or nothing. But
yeah,
Wrecked would be great. Of course, a Cosmic Dancer, of course. Sunfire. Pixel Brew. Yeah. Chef, look, Chef, you're right there, right there. Oh yeah, anyone, because we did that. Remember, we did that charity thing, right?
Oh,
we did the charity thing. RB
yeah.
for Jen, for Klautos' like sister-in-law, I think.
Yeah,
and,
something like that.
And anyone who donated a certain amount of money got a statue in the world. So, anyway, this is where Chef beat my ass right here. This is where I felt like I had a great build. This is supposed to be a magic build. So I built a witches thing with a whole witches angle where there were 3 crazy witches and they had all this stuff. And I thought I was going to win for sure. And then Chef came in with the greatest build I've ever seen. Freaking jerk. and I didn't win. But yeah, so I had this full interiors, the whole bit, a witch tower, a witch brewing
Welcome
tower.
Yeah, this place is really cool. I love the
Thanks, man.
I love the fog.
Yeah, it really. So that's why I was kind of arguing to use the glass textures for the next realm of Vasten, right? Because like you have some that are like borderless, but then some that are medieval,
Right.
some that are futuristic. I'm still kind of arguing that, but I'll go with the flow. I think if we had like say a quarter that were medieval, a quarter that were like borderless for magic effects or fog or whatever, a quarter that were like futuristic, and a quarter that were like modern, I think we cover everything without having unusable glass in my opinion. But
yeah,
but we'll talk about it. Glass is the one thing about Minecraft that really I find vanilla glass to be kind of unusable. But I mean, there are ways, but usually what you do in a medieval fantasy setting is you just don't use glass, so like if you're just not going to use it, you might as well do something with it, in my opinion. Okay, let's go to White Sands, figure out how we can get there. Anyone remember? Oh, the airship, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, so come to do you see Monument of the Fallen? There's a cart.
Okay.
So because Monument of the Fallen didn't have a water port, there's a cart, a stone quarry. Like these are the stone that they built the statue out, and it says to Port Bray.
Oh,
so you
right.
click the button, and then you're in the the quarry of Port Bray. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's a freaking cool quarry. Quarry. Uh-oh.
Quarry.
I see Lord Knight didn't finish his stuff.
Uh-oh.
Lord Knight, we're on to you. This is your player base. I remember that. This airship, I should say, was Truth's airship, and is one of the cooler airships I've ever seen ever. It's so good.
This is really cool. Does this
But
go
that's
somewhere?
not the airship we're going to. No, we're going to the much worse airship. That's the purple.
Yeah, I do remember this one.
Not the good one. We're going to the one I believe.
Right. Okay.
So
Gotcha.
okay, Germ, I'm gonna go refill my wine and let you take over. We're now at White Sands. Germ's in charge. I'll be back.
Oh boy. All right. Gotta get out of here. So let me think. I gotta remember. There's no way I'm gonna get a lore right on this. Well, I guess he did talk about it a little bit already. So basically, I think there was like a kingdom, an elven kingdom here before. Let me look at his screen, see if he's looking at the right spot. Yes, he is. So there was an elven kingdom here before called something. I don't remember. Talital, thank you. And So the idea was, I mean, there was nothing actually here in the world before. We came here, that the lore was there was Talital here before, and whatever this thing is, I don't remember the name of it, caused like I guess like an implosion, and everything got sucked into the end except for the few ruins that you see here. But then there was the city of White Sands built around it. There's something I know there's some lore with the white concrete powder too, but I don't remember what it is, so we'll have to wait for Fix. But you can kind of see, if you're on Fix's stream, you can kind of see like these netherrack strips. I think this is where like the nether invasion was breaking in, because that's another whole thing, the lore with the nether. The world was at war with the nether, and then this was like the nether, part of the nether invasion. But Fix is not really in a great spot, so you can't really see anything else, so we'll have to wait, I guess. But this is where
I was listening. I had my headphones in so I could hear you.
Oh, okay.
So I was listening to your narration.
Okay.
It was great. You nailed it.
Okay,
so
thank
it
you.
was the blight, the great blight. So the king of the elves unleashed the great blight because they were going to lose. The nether was going to take over, and the only thing he could do was do the great blight, which he thought would kill everyone, including the zombie pigmen back in those days. But what happened, he didn't know. He actually sent them all to the end. That's why there's a crater, but he thought they would just all be destroyed. So then we have the end much later on in Vasten timeline as far as building goes. But yeah, you pretty much it all right. And you can see where the nether invasion came. There's like a nether portal, and you can just see. So the idea was everywhere zombie pigmen touched turned into like netherrack and magma and all that kind of stuff. So you can see like there's like all these decimated houses and stuff like that. And we covered all this ground with white concrete powder, if you can believe it. Look at this.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even remember doing this, but I mean, we must have spent forever on it. Even spots like on like steeper terrain, we even filled in like the cliffs with white concrete.
Yeah, it's all white concrete powder. But yeah, so this turned into like a kind of a gambling thing, where this was going to be the plan was this was going to be our mini game hub for the server, where like anyone who wanted to build a mini game would just come here. That never really happened, but we had an ice boat raceway here. That's kind of the only mini game, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
But there was another bit of lore that was important here. Pretty sure clay was also retextured to be white. Was it? No, I don't think so.
It doesn't look like it.
I think this is all just white concrete powder, I'm pretty sure. But there's another thing about these pylons. Oh, they're not there anymore. Oh, that's so weird. They're gone. There used to be end pylons here, but oh yeah, I don't know, some update I guess deleted them, but there used to be end pylons, and the thing was these end pylons they had to be there forever and ever and ever, or else this thing would explode and wipe out the entire world. So these end pylons were the only thing keeping the Great Blight from making this crater like planet sized, right? So there was a whole lore thing. Dwarves used to live here. The dwarves didn't come to the aid of the elves when the elves were under attack. That was a whole big conflict there. So the dwarves left. So you can see there's dwarven ruins, but there's no dwarven habitats anywhere in the world because the dwarves were basically, they kind of ran away. They kind of ran away from the combat. Pride had a lot to do here. Pride did a lot of work here, and Skittle did a lot of work here. Criddle's, I mean, one of the best builders I've ever seen in Minecraft, like ever. Criddle came up with his palette. I mean, just so amazing. I mean, these are all like all these builds. These are Skittle builds, and they're just
these are so sick. These are some of my favorite builds, like on the server. I think I love them.
Yeah, I think Criddle's one of the best builders. Probably like a top 3 builder I've ever seen. Like video or no video, whatever. Just so good
for sure.
But Pride did a lot of the casino stuff. Like I think this is Pride's casino. I think.
Yeah, I think that's what that is.
Let me see. Yeah. Casino with some dancing poles and stuff here.
Oh, nice.
Pride went all in. Yeah, it was cool. This crater, if you're wondering, this crater was hand dug out.
Oh yeah.
This crater is actually a lot of the castle at Port Bray, actually. So a lot of the
nice.
stone, because I was digging that out pre-season 1, because I knew where we wanted to go in my mind. So this crater became the castle from season 1. But yeah, I mean, these are just great builds. This is I want to do a like a I don't know, like a desert, a sand desert thing. I think this turned out kind of well. The coolest part of it, I think, is probably the aquarium. Like if you're in the boat raceway, you go under the aquarium, like through the aquarium. I think that was really cool.
Oh yeah. I forgot about this.
I think that's right when Update Aquatic came out. I think that's why I did that.
Yeah,
So
I guess so.
I want to say this is right when 113 came out. And I really wanted to sort of feature the aquarium with those hanging chains and stuff like that. And this is where the Sultans, the 3 brother Sultans, lived here. Will old Vasten lore be part of new Vasten lore? No, totally fresh. Totally fresh. We can take it wherever we want to go outside of, the bit that I told you with the Oracle. There's one other cool thing, Jerm. I don't even know if you know about the ice. Did you ever see my ice farm?
I think so. I think I did.
So I wanted stuff to look at when you're on the ice boat raceway. And I thought there could be like, pumpkin farm here, but then I wanted an ice farm. I was thinking a lot about how an ice farm would work in quote Minecraft physics. Like if Minecraft were real, right? So I built this thing and it works as a functional ice farm. Like you can come up here and you can get your ice because this actually works. But if you look down, the way it works in lore is there are trays. So this crane would lower down, drop the cray, then that cray would go out and get the ice harvested and refilled with water, and then this other tray would get pulled over and taken back up. So you have one that's all the way up to freeze, one that's all the way down, and one that's midway up. And you can see sort of there's tracks in each of them where they would get like filled and refilled with the railroad tracks. And I get questions in German, I'm sure you do too, all the time in videos, like how do you think of things to do or how do you whatever, like, so you just think about how this would work, right? So I just thought about how ice would work, and this is what I came up with, and it turned into a really, really cool build, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just thinking about if this world were real, how would it work? And it really helps a lot. This build is a lot cooler than I remember even. I really like it.
This is really cool. I don't remember. I mean, I thought I did remember this, but I don't actually remember this, but this is super, super cool. Very creative.
It just feels like it would work, right? It feels like you could turn it on.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, and but basically it all became because I wanted to have something to look at when you're on the ice boat raceway that I think we probably never took even once.
Yeah, probably not. I was looking at it. I don't think it's even rideable in some spots.
No, because you know what? I had contracted the IOU guild. I had contracted someone to do some slime block launchers.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because the IOU guild failed. Well, so that was season 2. So from this point on, we went to basically one kingdom per season. And the reason why we did that is back in those days, YouTube was a very episode 1 oriented video service, right? Like when you did episode 1, it popped immediately. So we decided to go to every kingdom would be a new season, and basically it worked. Every new season got a ton of views and a ton of new people. There's one more place that I want to show because Jerm, it's completely thanks to your texture pack that it works. Come over to where I am. This spot I think worked really well, and I gotta show it off. Remember this?
Yeah, vaguely. Talking about the terracotta textures?
Yeah, dude, they are so ridiculous. They're so cool. Look at those textures, guys.
I don't know if I came up with this or if I got it from a different texture pack, but this is super cool. These overlays.
Now, if you notice end rods on the wall, they used to be lanterns until they gave us lanterns. Yeah. So that's why you might see random end rods, because back in those days, Germ textured end rods as lanterns. Oh, and the wheel, remember the wheel? Oh, that's a great texture.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a great texture.
We use that so much.
I'd kind of like to have that back. Honestly, that's really good. Yeah, that's the acacia. The acacia wheel is just, I mean, that's awesome. But anyway, I mean, yeah, the terracotta tech, we used that a lot in this kingdom because I was just so overwhelmed by how cool it was. And so we probably overused it, but we used it a lot in this whole area. So moving on to season 3, let's go to Seleia, shall we?
Yeah, sounds good.
How
How do we
leave here? Oh, the airship.
Yep.
Man, I am forgetting so much stuff. This is like, I mean, if I remembered half of what I used to know, this tour would be 4 times as long.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much.
Oh, and we're skipping, you know, y'all who don't know
yeah.
Vasten, we're skipping, like, I mean, I'm not even exaggerating. We are probably skipping 40 kingdoms. Like, if you include all the hamlets and all the towns and villages and stuff, I mean, there's probably literally 60 kingdoms. We're only hitting the big ones.
Yeah,
but
it's
if you follow
crazy.
the roads along,
yeah,
if you follow the roads along, I think there's around 60 kingdoms. I think.
yeah.
So, Jerm, out in the bay, there is a ship to Seleia, and if you don't know Seleia, your minds are probably just about to be blown.
Did you build this? I know you were built some of this, but
ship,
did Ninny help you with it, or did Ninny do something else?
No, yeah, wow, I forgot. Me and Ninny started the ship. Yeah, I don't care if we ended it together or not, but we at least started it.
I imagine you did.
This ship is this is actually one of my favorite builds too, only because of the ice hanging off of it. I think
that
really
is super
and
cool.
the ice trail and everything. I just think it worked out better than I could have ever imagined.
Oh, someone asked.
Me and Ninny did.
Yeah, that's right. Somebody asked, how long did each season last? Was there a set amount of time, or was it just however long we felt?
It started with just however long we felt, and then later on we moved to a set amount of time because we learned that like people start really strong, middle is pretty strong, ending is super duper weak. So we found that like having a cap, knowing like, okay, this is gonna be a 4-month season or a 6-month season. So I would say the first season lasted like 2 years, and then it was like probably like 9 months, and then probably 6 months per season after that.
Right. Okay.
But 6 months is the maximum for a season. I think I would say probably 4 months is more realistic maximum for a season. Going forward, I think that'll probably be that's about people's attention span, you know? So there's a button here, and you take the same ship right to Seleia, and just brace yourself for this, because this is, I mean, it's just awesome. I'm gonna have to wait a second for it all to load in, but this is one of my favorite kingdoms.
Let me know when you can see the tree, because I got it loaded in now, and it is insane.
I can't see it.
You might have to fly
Come
way
on,
over
Bobby.
there.
I'm gonna have to go over there probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seleia is awesome. So Joel Duggan from the Spawn Chunks came on, and his entire thing was he wanted to build a massive tree. He's an artist. He's like an IRL artist, right? Like real artist. Mm-hmm. And he came up with this plan for the tree, and it took like a year, maybe longer, of like real life time to build this tree.
Probably longer. I'm pretty sure some people were still working on this tree after like we had pretty much left Seleia.
Oh no, that's definitely true. I think I want to say like Juxie and maybe Cylon Craft and maybe even like OG and a few others maybe sort of finish the leafing of it. But the leafing is a biome specific texture that Jerm did for us, where birch leaves are blue in frozen biomes. So that's why you're getting that sort of blue mix. But look at that thing. Look at that. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, it's insane. And then I was planning on building a castle around it. I think you came in and finished it up, but you could see kind of the layout that I put in a long time ago.
Yeah. You laid out the castle. I think I just did a little bit of the detailing stuff at the end, but that was a kind of a collaborative build in a way. As far as the castle that goes around, because I never would have thought of this layout for a castle, so that turned out really well, I think. Not a lot of room for interiors in this castle.
Oh yeah,
They're very narrow. But yeah, it looks good. And this was the first this is the first, I think this is the first super beacon we ever did, right? Is this? Oh, we gotta show Plazo's Crypt.
Oh yeah, the Crypt. How do you even get down there? I don't remember.
I do, because you go through my path.
Okay.
So we came up with this idea for a super beacon because, as you see, the realm of Vasten is enormous beyond really any imagining, right? It's so big. So we came up with this idea where if you build a super beacon, and the super beacon's requirements were it had to be underground, suspended by chains, and we had like kind of lore behind it, and it had to be a big mix of this many like diamonds, lapis, gold, all that. It was really expensive, right? So if you built the super, that's not netherite, that's iron blocks. If you think it's netherite, it's not, it's iron blocks. But if you built this super beacon, you could press it and you could give yourself haste, what is it, haste 5? Haste 3, which allows you to insta-mine anything except for obsidian for an hour. So that was the idea. So if you built this giant thing, you could come here, grab haste 3 for an hour, and then go. So you didn't have to move a beacon constantly because of how big our projects were. It felt like a fair trade. Look at that. That's a cool build.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Oh, and Chef's first nether portal. This is the first invasion point we had. Remember this?
Oh, yeah.
So we decided that we need to bring the nether ward to life, right? So we need the nether ward to come to life, and Chef said, hey, I got this. So he built, now these were frost druids, not arbor druids. They had broken in the lore. So the frost druids went a different direction. They were more aggressive, and the nether tried to invade Seleia and were beaten like resoundingly, and Chef built this, and you can just see it's like a nether invasion point where they were like crushed. It's so good. So
Yeah,
all the
sick.
nether portals in the world look like that. It's so cool. Such a great world, man. Why did we stop playing this world? It's so good.
I don't know. It is really cool.
The turtle house. That's right. I built that turtle house with college. Yeah, we'll go check out the turtle sanctuary. Wait. So he's saying there's a guardian.
Yeah, I assume it would have been in here, but I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. Let me go down and see.
Oops.
Is it nothing underground? So there used to be a guardian there? I don't even remember that. Was there a guardian? You guys got a guardian here? You're freaking crazy. You're freaking crazy. Anyway, yeah. So this was the first. There was a guardian apparently there. I don't even remember that. But this was the first super beacon. We have a couple more, or at least one more, maybe two more. Where basically, again, you could just get an hour of haste 3 and just help for these massive projects. You know. Let's go check out the turtle sanctuary. I can't believe you guys did that. So me and Klaus decided to build this because this is where I think this is shortly after turtles were introduced, and so we built this turtle sanctuary. It's turned out nice because obviously it's frozen, right? So you can't have a cold turtles. But I think there's if you go down here, dude, I love your trapdoors, dude. Those are great textures.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you go down here,
wow.
you can get into like, there's Enderman. He's been in there for a really long time. That dude's been in there for years.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, yeah. So
is this
so
for
you can
breeding?
breed up your turtles, get your eggs, whatever, do all that kind of stuff. But yeah. Oh, look over there. There's like some biomes and for testing. That's cool. That's really cool. I don't remember
Interesting.
that. Creative builds, guys. Really creative. I didn't do this at the bottom. I don't know who did. Who did this? OG, do you remember? Who did this underground?
Oh, this is a big turtle skeleton. I didn't realize.
Where is?
That's cool.
Oh yeah. That's super creative. Who did this? The Enderman's been in there for like 6 years. Cylon did it. Yeah, this is a really nice build. All right. So anyway, so Turtle Sanctuary, that was cool. The castle, the tree. Jerm, you built these awesome diagonal gates. We should look at those.
The entrance into the castle. Yeah.
Yeah, there I'm there now. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, where you at? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, this is what I built. Apparently, I was doing gradients even here. This is like 6 years ago, 5 years ago. But I guess I just wanted to build up a little village around the castle, and I built up these houses here, which Vix gave me crap about for a very long time that they
There were
they
no
didn't
backs.
have a back. Yeah,
There's still no backs. They still don't.
no, I can't believe nobody
You're
ever
such a
finished
YouTuber.
that.
You're such a YouTuber. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But
Hey, check out my thumbnail, y'all. Don't spin around.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think these are pretty cool. Still hold
These
up
are
pretty
really
well.
great, man. I forgot how nice. Look at this cart too. That's such a oh, dude. I think we need to seriously
yeah.
talk about your getting your wagon wheels in Vasten. That's really good.
Yeah, these are really cool.
What else? What else is around here? So there's the Church of the End, like always. There. Oh, the first Adventurers Guild is here.
Oh yeah.
What was that all about? That was the map, right? You could always see a map of the area. I'm sure those maps aren't there anymore. I think there was a bug.
I don't even remember that. No, there's no map.
Yeah, so it used to be a map at one point. There was a map. So anytime you want to see a map of the kingdom, you go to the Adventurers Guild. There's a few of them around. I don't remember what else the Adventurers Guild had. Oh, Mythical Sausage built this house. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
So Sausage built this house, and was that who built that one over there? Was that
This one's
Ninny?
Nitty. Yeah.
Okay, that was Ninny, and then I built this one over here. Yeah, that was man, that was so fun when Sausage would come on streams and just utter chaos.
Yeah.
just kill me a billion times. Let's see. Ninny came up with a cool. I gotta show it. I gotta find it. Ninny had one of the coolest ideas I've ever seen for a little tiny interior tidbit. Let me see if I can find the boat dock. Oh, it's right over here. Can't believe I remember this. So Ninny came up. So this is a boat dock, right? So you put a hanging canoe.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Isn't that great?
That is cool.
It looks like vertical slabs. It looks like vertical slabs. He did it.
He did it. He made vertical slabs.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's a freaking sick build, man.
Yeah.
Put like a hanging canoe there. I'll never forget that. Oh, and all these ice spikes, right? These are from the magic that the Frost Druids had to summon to defeat the Nether when they came. So when they did that, all these ice spikes grew out of the ground. That's why you see random ice spikes. But Jerm, let's head underground.
Cool. All right.
And see. There's three things: the path of the what are they called? Cal built that town. No, we gotta see Cal's town. Thank you, OG.
Oh,
Thank you for
that's
that.
right.
Yeah, we gotta go see Cal's. This is a great build. Right here. Look at this.
And you had all these vineyards for were they called bearberries? Yeah.
That's a real thing. Who knew? That's a real thing. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So bearberries are a thing that people actually eat in cold weather, but we gave them magical properties that are life-extending properties. That's how the Frost Druids have lived for a really long time.
That's cool.
But yeah, these bearberry fields that me and Callus did. You can just see all this green. These are bearberry fields. Those are all placed by hand. Freaking pain in the butt. But yeah, you can see the bearberry. I forgot about the bearberry. And then someone else did this igloo thing. Do you remember who that was? That was like,
no, I don't.
Obsession or something, or started with O.
I don't know. These are really cool though.
Obedience. Yeah.
Yeah, these are really well made.
YouTuber, I can't remember. And Square Mario built somewhere here too.
Oh yeah.
He's still doing YouTube.
I think I saw a video from him like a month or two ago.
But yeah, if you look at this village by Cal is just, I mean, the detail here is freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember this is like right around when he joined, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we were just blown away at how good he was at building at that point, because he was still very new to Minecraft.
Right, yeah, he had just, we were like his first server. Yeah, freaking Cal.
Yeah.
Jerk. You come into my game after I've been playing for 5 years and you built like this. Yeah. I mean, these are sick. Oh, dude, my floating island. Remember that? I didn't even see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I built this floating island. This was a Patreon build, believe it or not. Jerm, you remember that? This is a Patreon build.
That's insane.
Yeah. I don't do these style Patreon build anymore. But yeah, this was a Patreon build where I wanted to build a library. So I thought, well, what it would be cool if when all these ice spikes came up, if they like speared like a building and just lifted up in the air, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, so this was all for like a $5 a month Patreon. But yeah, this build turned out really cool. Man, that tree looks. I forgot how good that tree looks.
Yeah, it does look crazy good.
Now, does anyone remember how to get down into?
I think it was. Right. There's that. Yeah, that path.
There's the path first, right?
I think it's somewhere on this side.
Was it? It wasn't Church of the End. Was it maybe the Adventurers Guild? Was that?
I was thinking it was on the. Oh, is this it? Yeah, I found it. Or this is.
Okay, where are you?
This is Crypt. I'm on the castle side of the tree.
So wait, how do you get down? You get down from here? Is this the Crypt?
I'm not sure. Oh, okay.
I
think this is the Crypt.
Wow, I've never been on this path before ever in my life. The path. Okay, Rose says the castle is the main way to the Crypt.
Ooh.
Okay. Boy, this is gonna be really dark. I'm gonna give myself. I know this is gonna ruin the effect. I know you're supposed to see this dark, but I know what YouTube's gonna do to it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give myself night vision. All right. So imagine this is dark and spooky because it looks so good. Here, but Klaus has dug out this entire crypt. It is massive. I'm gonna go above the roof so you can see.
Yeah, good idea.
Look at the scale of this place. Look, every direction you can see. He dug this out all by hand. This was just solid rock. So Klaus just dug this out. It took him like 2 years to do. 3 seasons, yeah. And yeah, it's so good. It's like all textured, all done. Oh yeah, these beds, the brown beds are like benches.
Yeah.
Cool idea too.
Yeah, this place is so cool. I love it.
Yeah, like he did this for years, for literally years of his life. He spent just digging this out, by hand.
Yeah.
Even after we had moved on to what was the next place? The Hobbit place. What was that called?
Oh, man, I don't remember.
People are yelling at their screens right now. Like OG's like screaming at his screens, like, come on, Drunk Fix, like remember the name. What was the name of the Hobbit Kingdom? Jeez, I can't.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No, we wouldn't let him, David. We wouldn't let him do another underground Anders Rest.
That's right. Yeah.
Anders Rest. Yeah. So yeah, we had an end portal down. There's an end portal right in the middle of it. I mean, this crypt is so ridiculous, but there's a path that I'm more than anything. I'm just curious to how you're supposed to get to it. Right now, you can see.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Fly through the wall. Oh, there's a Tanis. Oh man, there's a Tanis reference here. We'll have to go back to Tanis. I'm gonna fly back through the path and figure out how you're supposed to get into this. I don't remember. Oh,
I found the entrance. Yeah.
Oh, so it's okay. That's why I messed up. So it's crypt, path, then the dragon.
Was this actually a? Oh, I guess it must have been a stronghold.
No. Oh, maybe it was. Oh yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, I don't remember that. So this was my big project for this season. Was I went a path of the seers, and the idea was in this special place, you could see into other worlds. So you see all this like fog effects and stuff like that. And if you look, we're gonna come back to this place, but this is a room of Tanis. Remember that, Jerm?
Yeah, I do.
Tanis was one of I think the coolest ideas I ever had. But yeah, Tanis. Which is a podcast that I liked. I have thoughts on Tanis. We'll get back. It's a podcast. It's a fictional podcast. But if you look over this way, this was a huge thing for this entire world, because this was Vasten Dimensions. You remember Vasten Dimensions?
Yeah, I do.
So Vasten, so I did. Wells Knight came onto the server and did 3 days of tours with me, and this is, you know, Wells was like everyday Minecraft videos, so his channel was like popping, and a ton. So at the end of all 3 episodes, I said, yeah, so if anyone wants to join, because back then we had like 6 people doing all this. I said, yes, if anyone wants to join, you know, let me know. This is back in season 2, I think. And I got like, and I'm not even exaggerating, like over 100 applicants. And a bunch of you are in chat right now. Like, it was like triple digit applicants. So I took a few, but like I didn't want to have like 40 people, right? It was like too much. So everyone who was good that didn't make that absolute like top 4 cut went to Vasten Dimensions, and that's where I met some of my really good internet friends right now, you know, who are right now here. OG, you were there, I think. A bunch of you guys were there, and this build was in Vasten. This is an exact copy, slightly condensed, of a Vasten Dimensions build. So we thought, oh, this way you can look into Vasten Dimensions. And what happened was we ended Vasten Dimensions, and I took sort of the best builders and just brought them into Vasten main, you know, for the following season, for season 4, I think. But yeah, this was cool. And then there was one more tip, because I thought maybe Wells was going to come and do another tour, and he did. And I thought I'd do a little like Easter egg for Wells. And if you go down to this next one, look how cool this is. This is all, by the way, this was not a natural cave. This is back when there weren't big natural caves. This is all dug out by hand. I did a copy of one of Wells's kingdoms. I could never remember what it's called now. But if you go in, it's like a copy of one of his Roman-inspired kingdom, and from his kingdom series. Wells's kingdom series was really influential on me early on in my Minecraft career, and I probably wouldn't have started really playing if it weren't for that. Really, that was like the first thing that got me. It's like, whoa, this isn't a kid's game. Like, this is a cool game for adults, you know. But if you follow this along, you're gonna get to Crafting Mantis, who we haven't brought up yet in the stream. But Crafting Mantis, another YouTuber, did this dragon build, and this took her about probably 2 years to do. Where she did a dragon cave. That was her big plan. She wanted to do a giant dragon cave. And check this. I don't even know how to get there. Because it branches off from my cave and from Clouch's crypt. Jeez, holy, is it way down here?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been here in forever. I don't even remember what it looks like.
No, I actually don't either. I remember there's a lot of snow.
Yeah,
I like their
it
old
does.
granite too.
Oh yeah. So, oh yeah, this is it.
Look at this. So she built this thing. Look at this. It's an actual. Again, this was all dug out by hand. Like, this was not a cave. This was all dug out here by hand, and Mantis built this. There's a skeleton spawner in the building, and then of course the dragon. Look at that. That's so freaking cool. That's so freaking cool. I love it.
Man, the amount of digging you guys did on this server is just insane to me.
Yeah, wait till the next kingdom. Literally, next kingdom. After all this digging.
Boy.
After all this digging, we went deeper in Endur's Rest.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool though.
Freaking hell, man. I cannot believe how much digging we did. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for Seleia. Let's move on. Is there anything else you can think of here, Jerm?
No, I don't think so. Carson did say he wants to see, there was a tavern/inn that he wants to see, so see if we can find that real quick maybe.
Yeah, who did the tavern/inn?
He might.
Hey,
oh, maybe is it Sausage's build?
Oh, maybe, because he actually did interiors, so it could be.
Yeah. Well, this says Frostfang Manor, so I mean, this is really cool interior though.
That sounds familiar. Grumpy's Tavern? Oh, I forgot about Grumpy's Tavern. Oh man, I forgot. It could be that. Yeah, this is Sausage's fully fleshed out in. Yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah, this is
really
cool.
good. Oh yeah, with the bookcase variations. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Let's go check out Grumpy's Tavern too before we leave off. It's right by the dock, I think. Grumpy had this cool. So Grumpy Owl had this cool idea for building a
that's
tavern that like kept getting added onto over the years, and it's right here. It does look really cool. That's a really good build. I just love the random. Like you can just see how they added a room and added a tower and added.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. Oh, Jerm, you remember? You remember the sounds that we used to have in the pack?
Oh yeah, I was just talking about that the other day.
There's no way they're still in there, right?
I don't know.
So I built this little place and came up with the idea of what if we had custom sounds in the resource pack that like when a player detector got close, it would like detect a player and it would start playing sounds. And we had this thing that would play like ambient, like tavern sounds right in this area. I don't hear them now, but
no.
But that was really cool. That was so cool. It was so immersive, man.
Oh.
Like you could just hear people like clinking beers and partying and songs and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is it down there?
Yeah, it is. Let me see if I can just do the command. I don't hear it.
Yeah, it's probably not in the pack anymore, but
yeah,
that was really cool. All right, well, let's head to Endurer's Rest. And see, Joel, Duggan and me did these opening gates, and we had to keep. This was really challenging because we wanted a view of the tree, but the tree wasn't built yet, so we had to figure out how to do really tiny gates that looked imposing still.
Yeah.
You know, but wouldn't block your view of the tree that wasn't there yet. So it was really complicated.
Turned out really cool.
Let's head to Endurer's Rest and give Callus a PTSD for all the digging he did. Callus dug out a ravine about 85% single-handedly. See you, Avs. Nice to see you here again. Hopefully we'll get to talk again soon. All the old Vasten crew guys, we're coming back. If anyone's interested, all the Vasten guys are grandfathered in. So just hop to my Discord and you know, it's a Patreon supporter server, but anyone who used to play on is grandfathered in. So if you're interested, if you want to get the old feeling back, let me know. All right, Jerm, where are we going? We have to go to the. Do you remember how to get in? I do.
I do not.
There's an orchard or a grove. There's a grove right here.
Grove. Oh, that's right.
Remember,
Yeah.
Remember, it's like magical trees and stuff in this kingdom. So in this kingdom, the fast travel is inside of a magical tree. Oh, and get ready for a little bit of lag. Oh man. So let me talk about this. So this is supposed to be a Hobbit kingdom, right? And the deal with this kingdom is we added in a leaf canopy pretty late in the game. And when we did that, two things happened. One, it became an absolute mob farm, the likes of which you've never seen before ever. And secondly, the amount of lag that we got from the like billions and billions of leaf blocks was pretty intense. So we'll see if the Bobby mod is going to kick us right off of the server right now. But hey, Jerm, we did this together.
Yeah, we did. I was just about to say that. I think you did majority of it. I think I worked on like, how do you get up top?
There is a way. Oh yeah, there's a little village down here for the performers, right? This is an amphitheater.
Oh, that's cool.
So the performers live down there, or stay there when they're performing.
There we go. Yeah, I remember working on like this section right down here with you. I think you probably did the rest. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a little amphitheater here in Endurer's Rest where people would all the hobbits would meet. Yeah, this is our halfling hobbit kingdom, and Mantis did those mushrooms. I remember that. And like, even though right now on my screen anyway, you're seeing a lot of blue skies, that is just leaves that aren't loaded in yet. This entire thing is covered in leaves and giant trees. All the trees are completely done by hand. All the leaves are structure blocked in.
I'm actually gonna I'm gonna fly around really quick just to load in all the leaves in spectator and then go back to the start. Yeah, it's just that you haven't been here on the server yet, so that's why it's not
not
loaded in.
I should have loaded this in because it is, I mean, I can't even imagine how many leaves. So yeah, so we had a rule. Let's talk about structure blocks for a bit. So we had a rule in Vasten where there's a kingdom called Adjury where you could build a custom tree, and then after you build that custom tree by hand once, then you could use structure blocks to put it in anytime you wanted from that point forward. Because we wanted to build big custom forest. Oh my god, there's a mountain here.
Yeah,
I literally
found it at the exact same time.
Who built that mountain?
That had to be Juxie, right?
Mountain? Well, I was thinking maybe it was Truth.
Oh, maybe.
Anyway, so because we want to do giant custom forests and stuff, and you just, I mean, you can do small custom forests by hand, but like you can't do an enormous giant. There are limitations in your survival Minecraft, so
okay.
Yeah, so this is Adjury. I think I have it all loaded in now.
Yeah, I did too. It's crazy.
It was Truth. Yeah, it was Truth.
Okay.
Yeah, this is an absolutely nuts kingdom. This is probably, I want to say this is probably our most aggressive kingdom, when we were like, we can do anything. Like we did Seleia.
Yeah.
Nothing can stop us. Let's do this. And then we maybe hit some limitations.
Yeah, I'm noticing the tree isn't even connected up to the leaves in some parts.
Yeah,
like the main tree in the middle.
Well, yeah, because those trees were built way before the leaves were flown in. We floated in the leaves. We knew that bringing the leaves would cause some issues, so we did that. That was like the last thing we did before finishing this thing, because we didn't want to build in a mob farm.
Yeah.
Oh, OG says the Truth built the mountain. The plan was to have the entire area surrounded by mountain range. Yeah.
Oh,
so that
cool.
is when we, I think, started to scale back our plans, right? Be like, okay, wait, is this is cool, but is it realistic, right? Like I think there were some ideas. Dennessy built this tavern. I remember that. I haven't talked to Dennessy in forever. It's a really cool tavern. And here's the Church of the End. This was difficult for us to figure out because we couldn't do like a fantasy medieval Church of the End. It wouldn't make sense in Adjury. So Stu and Philly, Soothing Philly, did this one, and this is a church. I mean, it's a functional Church of the End as far as you can take the drop and you can go down and get teleported to the end and repair your tools and all that kind of stuff. But it's cool. Different than I would have done, but that's sort of the beauty of the multiplayer server. All these mushroom houses. Were these crafting mantis?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I want to say it was crafting. I'm pretty sure all these mushroom houses were crafting mantis. I think. They're really, really cool looking. Look at these. Just look. I mean, dude, are you running the new complementary shaders? The new one?
No, I'm not.
The God Rays are so good, and the colored lighting and stuff. It's crazy. It's so good. I mean, the fact that they brought in ray tracing is amazing.
Yeah, I'll have to try that out. I haven't tried it yet.
If you go up, so a lot of these trees have like paths. Like you can kind of see there's like a path that goes up there. If you go up these paths, there's like taverns and inns and buildings within the tree. So it's Mantis and Mollis. Yeah, Mollis,
you did make it.
Master builder. I think me and Callus may have had a building competition here where he schooled me in an absolutely epic fashion. I want to say this might be a Callus Hobbit hole here. I'm going back a long time.
I actually just watched a video of yours where you're working in this area, and you and Callus were like, Callus was giving you shit about interiors or something like that. I can't remember exactly.
That sounds right. Yeah, that sounds exactly right. Yeah. Callus's interiors are. I mean, he's such a massive builder. Such a great builder, and then interiors are like so good. I mean, man, Callus, I miss you, buddy. I miss you a lot. I mean, we had so many nights of like just hanging out in voice and shooting the breeze and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, yeah, beautiful builds. Really, really, really beautiful builds. There's some other things here. What else, guys? What else is there? There's an Adventurers Guild. I know that. There is.
Are these all vanilla? I'm seeing dark
Statue
bricks
over
next
there.
to regular stone bricks. Yeah, this is andesite.
Jerm, you did some hobbit holes here, right?
Yeah, I did. I think it's over. I think over this way.
Yours?
To the east. Let's see.
I think this feels
Yeah.
like a U. This
Yeah,
feels
this is
like
it.
a U.
This is
Okay,
mine.
yeah, cool. Well, take us through it.
I think, well, of course, just like you, I only did interior on one. And
So show that one.
well, it's not even finished actually, but
Ooh,
it has
nice.
this dining hall.
This is nice.
Yeah, this is cool.
Oh, dude, I like how you did the arches and then like arches a couple later. That's really
yeah.
That
Yeah, this
feels
is cool.
like the Hobbit movie.
Hmm. I'm sure I probably did take inspiration from the, from like reference images for this.
Yeah. His is the facade. I'm on the left. OG says.
That's funny.
OG giving you crap over time. Yeah. Wait a
Yeah.
second. There's a cave. Oh yeah, there's a cave in here. That's right. Okay, I remember that. Okay. I remember some of this is starting to come out because we're getting more towards modern times, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We're getting closer to. Okay, this is OG stuff.
Yeah.
So what we would have to do, what we'd have to do every season is we'd have to basically make new storage because we just bring all of our stuff to the new area that we're working for 6 months or whatever, Yeah, those are really, we should have built a lot more of those. Those are really cool. I mean, I wish we had just done more regular houses as much as I like all the shops and all that kind of stuff. We'll get to the ravine in a second, but let me show you the statue. So I did the statue as a Patreon build, and man, so I tried
Oh yeah.
for like maybe 1,000 hours. I tried to do like a human organic looking face, and I couldn't do it. So I went into a villager face, and what this guy's doing is he's pushing a staff down into the earth, and where into the earth
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
if you see the end crystal, it goes into a church at the end.
Yeah, I
Down
remember
in the
that.
ravine. So it's like the statue guy has like slammed his staff so hard into the earth that if you follow it just a little bit into the ravine down here. Now, when I say the into the ravine, I want to be really clear. Callus dug out. Everything you're about to see was hand dug, and Callus dug it all out. Single-handedly. Look at this.
Yeah,
Look
this
at
is insane. I forgot there was a
He dug
desert
this out.
area.
Yeah, we had biomes, right? We had biomes. So we brought villagers in, refugees. Oh yeah, there were refugees from the war, right? So from the Nether War, we had refugees from different villages.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Check this out. It's like a full world that Callus dug this out of rock here. I mean, like all of it. There was no cave here. This was all done by hand. And I'm looking for the church where the staff is. I think that's kind of cool. This is insane. It's totally insane. Yeah, okay. Here's the church. So if you go over this way,
Didn't you build like a brothel or something down here and some people got mad at you?
I did. A bunch of people got mad.
Yeah,
A
that's
bunch of
funny.
people. At that time, it was my most unsubscribed video.
Wow.
Like you could see how many people unsubscribed. I had like a negative 30.
Oh man, that's
Ancient
funny.
Nemesis is here. Yeah. So if you go through here, this is the church at the end with look at these textures, dude. These are great.
Oh yeah,
That's so cool.
this reminds me.
That adds
This
so
texture
much.
reminds me of like an old diner.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, or like an old bathroom or something.
Yeah, but
So if you
that's so
look,
cool.
this guy's staff, this is the statue's staff, and if you look, it slams down, and right where it slams down, there's a drop that can take you to the end church, so you can repair and all that kind of stuff. But there's also actually an organ. I think I built an organ up there. Yeah, I built a pipe organ, man. That's a pipe organ.
Wait, where? Oh,
Like in the balcony.
oh, that's cool.
Dude, can you see my screen? Do you see the colored god rays are coming down?
Yeah. 1 second. I have
Freaking ridiculous, man.
way too many tabs open. Oh wow, that is sick.
That's the new complementary shaders, man. They're like fully ray tracing. They
That
do
is
it.
really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. So then I wanted colored stained glass. So I put, obviously it's underground, so you can't do that. So kind of faked it, I think it worked out okay. But hey, what's up, Viking? What's up, Viking pilot? yeah, so this is season 4 of the server where we did this ridiculous ridiculous Hobbit inspired kingdom.
These are
One of the
glaze
most
terracotta.
insane
All
survival
different textures.
projects I've ever seen, I think. Dynasty did these hot springs right here.
I'm downloading these shaders right now because I want to see it for myself.
They're so good. They're so good. Yeah, they're so freaking good, man. I love them. I mean, seeing these rays. Look at the rays. Just the rays coming down. Look at that. That's just like regular white light, but yeah, it's so good. And if you do like colored stained glass, it'll make the whole room look like red or green or whatever you want it to be. It's like full ray tracing, man. It's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really, really, really cool. Well, so Jerm, I think we're on to season 5 now. Now, again, I want to reiterate, we're skipping, and I'm not exaggerating here, we're probably skipping 40 kingdoms in this world. We're only doing the big ones. There are an additional, like, 3 or 4 dozen kingdoms that we are not even, like, checking out. This is how extreme and unbelievable this entire world is. It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen done. I mean, I don't say that because I was involved. I say that because the people who I was involved with did it. It's really extraordinary. All right, so we're a long way away from any of the kings. So we're gonna head. Well, we're way to the south right now in Vasten. We're gonna head far to the north to Gravenwald. This is season 5. This is where we decided to go steampunk, and we went Gravenwald. And man, we did some cool builds. We did some cool builds in Gravenwald. Jerm, were you involved in Gravenwald at all? Do you remember?
No. So the last area I worked on was Andrew's Rest. So this is gonna be all new from now on.
Okay, so we decided. So we took like a poll within. I think I want to say within all of us who make videos, we took a poll of what we wanted to do. Like, do we want to do like steampunk or horror or whatever? And steampunk won in a landslide. So yeah, Gravenwald is it. This is our steampunk inspired kingdom. So I want to go back. I actually want to show you the ship again. Let me head back. If I can, how do you? I've been drinking a little bit. I almost swore. Okay, let me see. How do you get back? You're right here. Okay.
There you go.
All right. So I want to show you this ship. So this ship called the Perdition's Edge, which was built by Damon, who's one of the great builders that we ever had on Vasten. So if you take a look at it, this ship right here, the lore is that this ship sailed. Are we ahead? I don't think we're gonna do Dawnport, Chef. I don't think so. No, I think we're just going to do the old Vasten. Maybe we'll do a Vasten 2 stream in another day. So this ship sailed to Gravenwald to form an alliance for the Nether War. And what happened was, while it was in their harbor, in their dock, the witches of that area sucked all the water of this entire area out. They took out all the water. So what happened was, they did this, and check this out. Look at what we did. We did the same exact ship, but it's suspended on chains. Do you see this? It's the exact same ship, but it's suspended. So what happened is when the witches took all the water out, this ship was suspended on chains above all this ground. And just wait, I'm not even gonna talk, just look at this kingdom.
Yeah, this place is insane.
Yeah.
The amount of builds packed in here is crazy.
This is where we finally learned the most valuable lesson of all of it is to build on top of each other. And this is the number one lesson that we're going to take going forward in Vasten whenever we relaunch in September is to build right on top of each other. It's so good whenever you pack in builds on top. And let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So one day, I was recording a video. And I built this section right here. And all I built was all the areas where my cursor is right here. I built these houses, these like 6 houses right here, where they had little roofs and all that kind of stuff. Then I logged off for a day. I came back the next day, and Callus had built all these houses literally on top of mine. And he He didn't ask me. He didn't say, was it cool? He just did it. And my eyes were freaking open. I was like, oh, this is the way forward, right? This is how you do a group build. Like, you just build on top of each other, and it's freaking awesome. Look at this. Look at that.
Yeah, this is super cool.
And this was done by two guys working together that didn't know we were working together, really. You know, we didn't like, it was just so good. And like, you go, then the next day I logged in and I dug out this cove and I built some of these buildings, you know, and it was great. So going forward, when we relaunch Vasten next month, what we want to talk about is building right on each other. And like, maybe, yeah, did I have plans for the roof of this building? Sure, maybe I did, but Cal's built this. So I'm like, okay, cool. Then that's the way it is. And then look what I did on top of his building. I put my mini game up on top of his building, my Ender Pearl golf game.
Oh,
so
nice.
Like, you just keep building. And this is probably my favorite kingdom in all of Vasten because of that, because of how everything's built right on top of each other.
Yeah, this place is so cool.
Agent Nevins was really involved in this season. I see you in chat over there.
Oh, really?
He built this train station. This was Nemitz built. The big train station.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because we wanted to have a train. We wanted to move forward technologically a little bit, right? So yeah, the train station right here, this was a Nemitz build. And if you look, the actual train track goes the entire way around the kingdom. This was a Siloncraft build. It's Pixar. You have to get really high to see what it is, but it looks really cool. The observatory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks really cool on the map.
Yeah. Bee farm. Oh yeah, your bee farm, right? Okay, yeah. So this is the OG bee farm right here, right? This is right when. So this must be 115. This is when 115 came out in the bee farms, because this was the first bee farm we had on the server. You can see the honey cove. I still never made one in my entire life. I still don't know how to make one even. And then, hey, here's a question. OG, Damon, Nemitz, Joxy, Chef. Hi, Jimway. What's up, hi, Jimway? But I haven't said hi. Whose is this? I've been wondering this for about 5 years. Who the heck started this airship and didn't finish it? Who is that? I've always wondered who that is, and I've never known. I made the roundhouse too. Where's the roundhouse? I made this Netherism shrine. This was the first really serious Netherism shrine because we had only really done the one religion. We'd only really done the end Church of the End, and I really wanted to do some sort of people who liked the Nether, who liked the bad guys, right? Soothing Philly started the idea. Okay. I've always wondered seeing who that is. Exactly, Callus. We've all been wondering who that was. Okay, either Juxie knows or he just made that. Oh, what is this?
No, we won't be using the new the resource pack for the new season anymore.
Wait, Nemitz, is this you? Who did this? This is awesome.
It'll be mostly vanilla.
I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before in my life. Who the heck did this? This turnabout.
Oh, that's cool.
Nemitz, this is awesome. Wow, dude, love it.
Did you say this is where that portal from your end base comes out, or was that somewhere else?
Yes, it is. Now, wonder where? I can't remember where, Jerm. I can't remember where.
We'll find it.
Yeah, I definitely remember that. These cog wheels were cool. Like, you know, steampunk, you gotta have a lot of cog wheels. You know, you gotta have a lot of those. And this is our first. We had an Ender Pearl mini game, and the idea was I can't remember where you started. Look at these roads too. Juxie did these, I think. Juxie, is this you? This this really layered. Look at this, dude. This is sick. This kingdom is sick. Wait, go past your building and size scope and you'll see the giant water tank. Okay. I remember my drill, and I remember the star fort that me and Callus tried to build. Didn't turn into much. Oh yeah, geez. OG did the water because of the lore, right? So the witches took all the water. So OG thought, okay, water's a big thing. I'm gonna make this giant. Well, look at this water tank. OG did this in survival. In survival.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's nuts, man. It's nuts. Yeah, it's crazy. So crazy, dude. You're nuts. I remember Callus and I decided to do a star fort, and it's fine. It's fine. We just wanted to do some sort of like defensible sort of thing. Drama Smith Dreams, remember Drama?
Mm-hmm.
She built this train. She came on for a video with me and built this diagonal leaning train.
Oh, nice.
Which is really cool. And the way it works is, check this out. So this is another like lore-based thing. So again, builders who say like, oh, I don't know what to build in Minecraft. So here's another thing, right? So I had this train track up here where I'm looking right here, and I needed to get it to down there. And I was like, there's no technology in this world, I don't think, that can make that happen. So what we did is we invented this thing. So what it is it's like a spinning wheel. And if you look, the whole thing will like spin down like a corkscrew.
Uh-huh.
So the engine would come on, spin down like a corkscrew, and then it would come out facing this direction. And that would be like how the train changes levels, right?
That's cool.
So if you think about like how things can work, you can make some really cool stuff. Like here's a firework rocket chop. Never turned into anything. Actually kind of not bad though. Who did this working lighthouse? Was that Siebes? I think it was Siebes. Anyone remember?
This was long after I was gone, so
yeah, I'm pretty sure Siebes did that because the idea was, why would you have a lighthouse here? It was a really cool idea, right? So he built this lighthouse and the docks down there. Why would you have a lighthouse? Because this used to be water that the witches dried up, right?
Oh.
So it's a really cool idea to have a lighthouse in the middle of like a savanna. It's such a cool idea. I loved it. When he told me that, I was really excited. I was like, man, that's some like deep lore heavy stuff. Really cool. Oh look, there's a little like, ravine area over here. I don't know who did that. Water wheel and stuff. And Explorers Guild. Man, this king, look at this kingdom. This is ridiculous. Oh, and then this, I should show you this too. So Callus did this airship, I'm sure. I remember that. Jimway did this lightning rod thing, right? Jimway, am I right? You did this lightning rod thing. Callus did this airship. Still one of the better airships I've ever seen, ever. So good. That's great. It's such a cool idea. Instead of do the oblong balloon like everyone does, Callus did like a regular balloon. It looks so cool.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's just a cool, unique sort of thing. Oh, okay. Jim said he did a Tesla coil sort of electronic thing shooting up here. Again, like really playing into the like technology factor, right? Lots of propellers and all that kind of stuff for the steampunk thing. I built this thing because I thought, these people are going to be starving, right? So I built this flying farm thing, thinking that like basically they have no water. So what it would do is if you look on the bottom of it, there's like a water suction sort of device thing. They would go down into the ocean, suck up a bunch of water, put it in the tank on the top, and then it would water the crops within the ring. And then it would fly back over here to deliver crops. So it's like an automated steampunky sort of flying farm, This is a cool kingdom, man. I kind of forgot how cool this kingdom is. I love this kingdom.
Man, I forgot just how creative everybody was with like the lore and everything in this server. It's crazy.
Yeah, right? Just coming up with like reasons why stuff happened.
Yeah. So cool.
So chat, is the Nether next? Because I think it is, and that's kind of disappointing. The Nether didn't go great. I mean, it's okay. It's all right. It's just like building the Nether is so depressing, and like everything. you know, it's so dark and like it doesn't play well on YouTube. It doesn't get any clicks at all, and like that can be depressing too. But yeah, I believe it was. Yeah, I think it was too. All right, let's head to the let's head back to the ship and
It was a dark time.
how do you get to how do you get to the nether from, does anyone remember how to, uh-oh, hey Juxie, how do you get to the nether from here, from like where do you, I don't remember what nether portal we took.
Would it not be the big one on the other side of Port Bray?
Port Bray nether portal? No kidding. Okay, all right, yeah, I guess so. So it's the big invasion point portal. Look at this. Look at this city.
Yeah, this is so cool.
This is yeah.
I mean,
this is, yeah.
I know
I miss it.
It's old, but it's got so much charm. I love it.
Yeah. Wait, it's the portal of Monument to the Fallen. Yeah, I think you're right, Chef. I think it is the portal of Monument to the Fallen. All right, so that's up here, up by the castle, I think. Come up to the castle, and there's a little cart right here. Wait, that doesn't look like the same cart.
No, it doesn't.
Where's that cart go to? Where did you just go?
It's loading. I think this is Pride's place. Yeah, it is.
Oh, well, we should see it since we're here. That wasn't the plan, but okay. So Pride built this place. This is super cool. It's called Bone Bluffs. Actually, Kalaho's built this building right here by the teleport in, which is a work of art.
Yeah, this is cool.
It's so good. It's so good. Kalas, you're so good. All right, so yeah, so check out this. Pride Ceratops, if you don't know, who just came back to YouTube fairly recently and doing some really, really entertaining videos. So definitely worth checking out. But yeah, Bone Bluffs is awesome. I would say, Germ, Bone Bluffs is the place where it was like an off-season project. It wasn't even a whole season, but like we spent a month and we put into practice all the things that we learned over the years. And I think you can see it in Bone Bluffs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all the houses are super close together.
Yeah.
A different palette, but not like it's not such a condensed palette, right? It's like an expanded like, because before we were building out of like 6 total blocks. Now this is like 12 total blocks, right? So
yeah.
This is like, it's like, I think maybe I would say Bone Bluffs, as someone who played on this server for like 6 years, I think Bone Bluffs is the place where we put into action all the lessons that we learned. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can really tell I've never actually walked around here. The level of detail is pretty amazing.
And we did this in a month. This was a 1 month.
Wow.
It was a 1 month off-season project.
Dang.
Because Pride had started Bone Bluffs and then left us, and this was like very, very unfinished. But it had that cool skull and a couple other cool starting things. And we thought, let's just finish it. Let's just spend the off-season and just do this. So Pride started the palette. And let me show you the palette, which I never in a billion years would have picked. But I have to admit, it works great. I never would have picked it. So I built this church based on Pride's palette. And I gotta say, I wouldn't have picked it, but it's great.
Yeah, it is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think just like I think we learned how to build on top of each other, build with a good palette, fill all the space, make space usable, all that kind of stuff. Chef says Bone Bluffs is a stylistic precursor to Dawnport. It's where we learned to do the tight-knit building. Yeah. So I think what happened was Gravenwald. I'm going to exclude the Nether season because, again, the Nether season just didn't go well. But Dawnport, the Steampunk Kingdom, led directly to Bone Bluffs, where we really put into action all the stuff that we learned sort of accidentally in Gravenwald. And then when we started Vasten 2 at Dawnport, it's where we really sort of came together. And then sadly, the servers kind of sort of died after that. And this is an awesome city.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there's like a player base or something outside of it. Whose player base was this? Anyone remember? So yeah, that tight knit building, that's going to have to be like lesson number 1 that we do in Vasten is like learn how to build like right on top of each other and like not worry about offending people if we change their plans or whatever. You just got to build right on each other. That's what makes a city look like a city and not just like a town that keeps going and going and going, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this skull is awesome. You know, there's actually an underground to this skull, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How do you get there? Oh yeah, Pride dug out all this, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember hanging out with Pride while they were doing this.
Oh, this is so good. I forgot about this. Yeah, this is so good. Like a mushroom cave.
Oh, I forgot about my mycelium.
texture.
Yeah.
Me too. Wow, it looks so different. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. Keep going.
Oh.
Oh, did we do something? Was this a community build? This was a stream day or something? Oh, this was a freaking stream day. So we came up with the idea to do stream days where instead of do a stream day where it's like 10 o'clock, noon, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, we just did everyone stream at the same time and we'll all do the same project and we'll all just be on like a chaotic group stream. So I think you were there for this, Jerm.
Was I? I don't remember.
I kind of remember you there. So we all did our little apartments within this hallway and we just thought it'd be a fun single day, 2 or 3 hour sort of build situation.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, everyone came up with really different ideas. Really pretty cool. Rose says Pride shows up when they get to their build. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, me? I'm imagining like a Dr. Evil expression. Rail Maximus? That's right. Rail was part of it. That's right. Is Rail still streaming? I haven't seen them in a long time. Yeah, Bluffs is cool. I mean, look at like the sort of overview, like the bird's eye view of it. It looks like a freaking real city, Because I think going forward in Vasten, we should keep this one in mind. We should be like, okay, this is a good target, right? Like, the palette is right, the space between builds is right, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's a vineyard out here too. I forgot. There's a couple other things too. There's so many things. We're skipping 80% of Vasten too.
Yeah.
All right, let's try to find the monument to the fallen. Oh, it's by the quarry.
We still need to do that. I forget what it's called. The cabin.
That has Tanis. That's by Spawn.
Yeah.
We should definitely do Tanis. You can only do it at night though. Although we can, I guess, make that happen. All right. Okay. Well, let's do Tanis now then. That would be fun. And then we'll head. The Nether's just going to be kind of depressing. So
yeah.
Maybe we'll just skip the Nether.
I do want to check it out at least for just a minute.
Okay. Then let's go. Why don't we do this? Why don't we go to the Nether now?
Okay.
Why don't we go to the Nether now, and then we'll come back and do Tanis, because I think Tanis, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I think it'll be really cool. All right. Okay, I'm at Monument to the Fallen if you want to come to me.
Yep, I'm here.
So this is where you get to the Nether. So when the Nether update came out, we decided, we got to do Nether Kingdom. And man, I don't remember a lot about this season. I want to say this season was. Hey Damon, it's great to see you again. If you're still if you're still playing Minecraft, you're still into it, hit me on Discord because we are relaunching and we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm hoping to get the band back together, So there's this long pathway I remember to the kingdom. Please do not cut down, right? Please don't cut down any trees, right? What does this command block do? Spectator. Okay. Oh, that's the Right, we had spectator mode. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So we wanted everyone on Vasten to be able to have spectator mode, but I didn't want to OP everybody. So we had like, how do we do it? Was it like?
I think we had some sort of build, like dedicated build in each kingdom, Was it the
like
Builders
Adventurers
Guild?
Guild, right?
Or maybe Adventurers Guild.
Oh, it was a bar or tavern. It was Adventurers Guild for sure, right? And you could hit a spectator button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had one for spectator and
Adventure.
I think creative too, so you can use what are they called? Those blocks that we spawn trees with?
No, I don't think it was that. I think it was adventure mode because I think it was kids. So like our, size kids and a few of us who had kids who wanted to like walk around the server. We put them in adventure mode so they wouldn't like destroy everything.
Yeah, that's right.
Structure blocks were at Adjury, right? All the structure blocks were at Adjury. That's right. For like the tree building crew who did all the custom forests and stuff.
Right. So were there just like dedicated people that would do the custom trees?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it was like on a case by case basis. Like someone was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do work on a forest tonight." So like I would just hit them with OP for that night.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
Man, the thing about OP, and this is gonna sound weird, but like OP for a short time is almost always okay. But for a long time, what happens in a lot of cases, and not all, I'm not generalizing here, but in a lot of cases, what happens is you die and you lose all your stuff. You're like, shit,
Yeah.
I'm OP. I'll just cheat it in, right? So like over a long time, OP just leads to cheating, and that just it instantly kills the server.
Absolutely.
When people are doing creative mode on the server, it will instantly kill it. So that's why I'm so adamant. That's why on Dominion we had talked about maybe some times that we want to do some creative building between episodes for the lore, for the storyline bit. We were going to be up front and all that kind of stuff, but I was like, no, we can't do this because it will kill the server. Because once anything happens in creative, it wasn't worked for, and it doesn't have meaning anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up not doing it, but it was a conversation we had, and I was really adamant about like, no, guys, we can't do this. We can't do this. We can never do creative mode ever, because once you do it one time, you can never come back from it. The server is forever that way.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a
that
button
makes
to
sense.
slaughter all the villagers. We did have a button. Okay, that all being said, we did have a button that would slaughter all the villagers.
That's funny. I wonder who really wanted that one.
Do you remember when they first came out? They were incessant.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
It was like constant. There were pillagers like every night, every day there were pillagers. So we had what we did is we had to build a building that had like a I can't remember what it was called. It was like a ranger station, And the idea was you would go to the ranger station, push the button, and then that would quote summon the rangers. So it wasn't free. You still had to build the building that would be the ranger station. So I felt like it was, it was an okay trade. All right, I'm getting used to it. Dude, I don't remember any of these. I don't remember anything here. I spent really a little bit of time here. Look at these builds. Are these chef? Is it chef? Is this you? This looks like a chef build to me.
I feel like I do remember seeing a lot of chef's videos in the Nether.
I mean, this is really cool.
Oh, this upside down build is so cool.
Where's
or not upside down, but on the ceiling.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, where they're hanging them upside. Oh, that is so cool. That's ridiculous. Who did that? OG, who did that? That's really cool. That's really great. I actually just hurt my teeth because I was like grinning. I hurt my teeth by grinning.
How?
I don't know. I'm 75% of a bottle in. All right, so so these houses are cool. I'm waiting to hear back who that was, but I built a castle here. Do you remember that, Jerm?
I don't. There's a big mansion looking thing over here. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know where you are.
Barely type right now. Okay, let's see. No, look. There's some sort of skeletal thing because I don't know. This is almost like I'm seeing a server that I didn't play on, because
Yeah.
when I did play this season, I was really separated. Like I just went and did my own thing. I had like a castle in mind that I wanted to do, because I was at that time I was writing that audiobook sort of thing. I say audiobook because I read it, but like, you know, that like 75-minute story.
Mhm.
And that I was solely focused on building the set of where that happened. The upside down bills from Mar. No kidding. Wow, those were nice bills. I don't recognize any of this stuff, because I built my castle at like the furthest point away from this, where I had to dig. It was in a basalt delta. Oh man, it was in a basalt delta because of the freaking magma cubes that were
Yeah.
constant. In fact, I think we ended up doing a command block to eventually, after I was done with all the digging, eventually teleport all of them away. Oh, here it was. Wait, this doesn't even look familiar. What was up here? Did I build this? Yeah, I built this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this was my build. I was starting to build a castle, and you can see it's not done because it was so depressing. And I think building in the basalt delta of all places also was like, it was depressing on top of depressing, and it just made the game like not fun, because it wasn't like I had other series that were going on at that time. I just logged on and played Vasten every day. That's all I played. That's the only game I played. That's the only world I played. And just seeing this, like, you know, ash in the air and the whole thing, it really, I think, you know, you said before, like, you can't believe it had ever been burned out. I think this is as close as I ever got to being burned out. I think I built this area here, I think. Wait. You built the towers and houses. Okay, so Juxie built this over here, and then I built this over here. Okay, yeah, I think that makes sense. I think I remember that kind of vaguely.
Yeah,
and
I can kind of see. I could tell that tower looks. I mean, you've done a lot of droopy roofs like these before.
Yeah, I couldn't. I just couldn't. Oh yeah, I have done the droopy roofs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It didn't make me happy. And I just ended up sort of, I couldn't make myself log on, you know?
Yeah. Whenever the Nether update came out, I felt the exact same way. I tried building in the Nether, and I got just so burnt out of, I mean, just my single player series. And then that's right when, what is it called? Legacy started. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That was perfect timing.
Thank you for the gifted chat, Robbie. Appreciate that. And Robert, congratulations on the gift membership. Make sure, Robert Cobra, make sure your Discord is connected so you can slide right into the Discord chat. And if you want to join the Realm of Vasten, it's for supporters, so welcome. You can join it when we relaunch. So, Jerm, let's head up to the. Let's head out of here. And oh man, how do we get out of here? I'm just gonna die.
Yeah, do the same thing.
Yeah. There we go. Did you just kill me?
Yeah.
Because I was so slow on trying to figure out how to do my F3, F4 thing. Oh man. Okay, thanks. You're carrying me at this point. I did warn you. I told you were gonna have to carry me at the end.
Yep, I was prepared.
All right. So look. So we've seen all the big kingdoms. Should we? Does anyone remember? Any of the old Vasteneers folks? Does anyone remember how to get to Dawnport? Because I did a pretty serious build there. So what we decided to do. So after the Nether update, things were pretty bad in Vasten. Like you could tell morale was kind of down. People weren't really into it. I wasn't really into it. So what we decided to do was we had to go to Vasten 2 and just go to a whole different part of the world and start fresh. And I want to say, did we go to vanilla resource pack? We didn't use this resource pack. Am I right? I'm pretty sure we didn't, but honestly, I do not know how to get. There has to be a teleport button. Surely there's a ship, right? Maybe it was. Oh, maybe it was at spawn. Actually, I bet it's not there anymore. If it was, was it? Oh, also, hey, honestly, I bet the copy of Vasten that I'm in right now doesn't even have Dawnport. I bet I'm in a, we'll do Dawnport another time. Cause I was just thinking, I think I'm in a I'm in a slightly older version of it. We didn't hit Adjury. OG, we didn't hit. How do you get there?
Oh yeah.
It's the green ship, right? Yeah, it's the green sail ship.
Yeah, here it is.
So that could bring us something that we can talk about the relaunch of Vasten. Actually, we'll get there in a second here.
This is a cool map.
Cool. Yeah, cool map. Look at all those ships, man. Every one of the ships goes to somewhere different. Isn't that cool?
That's so cool. We definitely got to do that. Our
sure.
main city that we start out with next season has got to be a port city.
Yeah, for sure. Got to be a port city, and then got to have like places for every teleport to every kingdom as we go for years and years and years. You know, so awesome. Oh, there's the button. Okay, so I mean I love the fast travel thing here. I just think it makes a huge difference in quality of life, especially as a YouTuber too. It just saves so much time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's talk about Vasten. Hey, what's up, Alicia? Let's talk about Vasten. So, what we did back in the old days, we wanted to build custom forests, and
your fault.
it's not realistic to do that in survival. I think I talked about this a while back, but
oh yeah.
So what we
Tannis,
did is we allowed you to build a custom tree by hand, and then what you could do after you build it by hand, you could come back and you could replicate it in creative mode. This is, I think, is this like Jimway and Old Gray's player base? I think it is, right? Am I right, OG? I think this is your player base. I think back in the old days, we let player base be in any existing kingdom. That was the. I think going forward, I think we'll keep them all in the capital. I think just to make the capital be like so awesome. That's what I really want. I want the capital to be the greatest survival city ever made. That's my goal. So, Adjury, here's the lore, Germ. You ready? You might know this. There were Arbor Druids, and the Arbor Druids had this great tree, and the great tree was right here. And what happens is, in the net, that's what gave them all of their power. The Arbor Druids drew their power from this great tree. Well, the Nether War happened, and they burned the tree down, right? So this is the tree stump, and the Arbor Druids were basically without power for a long time, but one Arbor Druid was able to get a sapling, and he planted it right here, and you can see it's starting to grow. Like the new great tree is starting to grow. This is the size of the sapling, and because it's starting to grow, it's starting to provide this power up in the air. And then the idea was going to be I was going to expand this magic circle up in the air over time to make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But if you go down underground right from the sapling, you'll see where sort of the seed bank is. And the idea of the seed bank is this is where the Arbor Druids hid all the seeds of the world so that the Nether couldn't burn them.
Yeah, this is a really cool idea.
And look up at the sky. It's the exact same as the magic ring up in the air.
That's cool.
So cool. And the idea was going to be every biome was going to have its own massive tree, right? You can see like birch and oak, maybe. Some didn't get done, but.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, super cool. I think that was mainly I want to say it was mainly like a Mollis inspired place, but I'm sure other people worked out, but it was a really cool idea. And yeah, so then you can see if you go, here's the Church of the End. I think I built this Church of the End. That was like the first thing that we did in every kingdom because you had to repair your tools constantly, you know? Oh, this was cool. Forgot about that. I did a little like flowing water.
Oh yeah.
It kind of worked out okay.
Go, Braden.
But yeah, see all these bounding boxes? So these are mangrove. These are our idea of mangrove forest before they added mangrove forest. And you can see, so we built all these by hand, and then what in the corner of each one is a structure block. So what you do is you're going to build a whole forest. You could put down a structure block and replace these anytime you wanted to, anywhere you wanted to. So you can build a whole forest. Joxy, is this you? Is this you, Joxy? I think it is. I see just the back of a building. This is a cool spot. I kind of forgot about this completely. Yeah, this is cool. We should have done more of this. It's really nice. Yeah, Adri is a cool town. I think we started a rehab project of Adri, but I don't think we ever got real far into it because it was really not done very much at all. Although, you know, I say we didn't get much into it, but like, look at like even this little section right here. That's like hours of work to get like this amount of detail in that little section.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more done here than I remembered.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Like all these like cliffs, like clearly they would have needed some detail and all that kind of stuff. What's up, Burger? They would need some detail and stuff, but you know, the ideas are there.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And you can see these really big trees. I think these were for Adri, these really giant trees. So again, you got to build them once, survival, like legit. I don't think we'll do that going forward in Vasten. I would like to not use any structure blocks or anything. I'd like it to all be completely legit OP. But at the time, it was a nice way to build forests and stuff. It's amazing with Bobby seeing this far away, man.
I know.
I mean, it changes the game, man. It's like a different video game, you know. It doesn't feel like Minecraft of old.
I mean, it just entirely changes the atmosphere of a world.
It totally does. This is why I went to Bedrock in a lot of ways, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jerm, I forgot a whole kingdom that I didn't show yet.
Oh, really? What kingdom?
Yeah, remember? It's like Helmont or something. What was that place, guys? What was the witches' kingdom?
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's like Hell. I don't know. Helheim. Juxie.
Yeah, that's right.
He's young enough. He still has brain cells. Okay, yeah. So let's check out Helheim. So if you go over, I remember where it is kind of vaguely. So if you go over Passport Bray, I mean, man, this Bobby mod, like we're on, by the way, guys, we're on Realms. This is Realms. This is not like my really good server. I was just too lazy to upload this. We're on Realms. And because of Bobby mod, it's this good. It's so good. And Realms never used to act this well. It always used to be an issue. There we go. So this is Helheim. This was, Jerm, this is gonna kill you. This was a supporter realm, a supporter.
Oh,
build.
I know. I remember. I still think it's crazy.
Do you
for
remember
that.
who it was for?
I don't.
This is my first supporter ever. First Patreon I ever had. I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked that someone signed up for my Patreon that I built this castle for them. I can't remember the name at
That's funny.
the moment. But I built this so this entire thing is a witch farm. Dude, witch farms in Minecraft need to be figured out. Like they suck. They've got to really up the drop somehow. Like they're renewable glowstone needs to be a thing.
Yeah, I've never really felt like there was a reason to actually even build one just because of how
it's only
basically
glowstone,
useless
right?
they are.
I mean, you do it all for glowstone, and I guess
redstone too. If you really, I mean,
I guess don't we all get enough redstone just by mining deep slate?
True.
I mean, that's why I never need diamonds, just because I use the deep slate so much, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
So the idea was there was this one. It totally worked, but it's so slow that to get a reasonable amount of glowstone, it's like days. You know, that's my whole thing. Like it needs to be way faster, or you need to be able to like combine them or something, make it faster. You know, renewable dirt would be a thing. Without mining huge area. Yeah, I used to think so, but anymore, I don't.
The server
so much dirt
is
underground.
about
I mine so much, you can easily find a lot.
7 years
there
old.
There was a lore thing where there was this witch who loved the humans and decided to try to make make humans better so they would live longer. Oh no, it wasn't a witch. It was an elf. It was an elf who tried to make humans better. So you can see there's like I don't know, like an altar here where she laid down these humans and tried to like invigorate them with this like magical battery thing that's hanging up in the sky. Hey, Nemet, see ya. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. And so, like when lightning would hit that thing, that the human would get, and always failed. But eventually, she made a few high humans. But also, she made some high humans that turned in like insane and turned into witches, and that explains the witches in this world where they went really crazy.
Oh, that's true.
And they really hated humans because they were like they could never achieve that level of being human. So we always tried to explain everything in Minecraft with lore. So our idea was, we thought, okay, why are there witches? Well, witches were actually created as an accident when she was trying to make high humans. And by the way, the high humans were from Gravenwald. That the Gravenwald was the home of high humans. So we actually built their home. So there was like a big lore thing behind it. If you go down in here, there's like a witch farm somewhere. Here, I guess. I don't know how it works. Anyway, yeah. So that's the lore behind it. I really enjoyed this build, this full diorite castle build. It's not modded, Burger. It's a texture pack made by Jermsy Boy. Oh yeah, and all these witch houses too.
Yeah, you're crazy for making this an entire patron build.
It was Patreon. I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I was like, wait, I'm sorry, hold up. Someone's gonna pay me money to make Minecraft videos? I was beyond, because I set up my Patreon because someone told me to, and I was like, oh, no one's gonna sign up for this. You know, remember, I came into this not knowing anything about anything. So like, I couldn't believe that Patreon was even a thing. You know, let alone like a normal thing that a lot of people use.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool. Where's that where's that build? Do you remember the build in the tree, that big tree? Oh, that was outside of Sandrasku. Remember that big tree that had a house up on top of it?
I feel like I do. I feel like I just saw that the other day. You know, maybe it's on my map.
By Sandrasku. I gotta find. There's a prison cart somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here's the prison cart. Okay. See if I can track this down. I remember that tree being kind of cool. That was a Patreon build for Cosmic Dancer, actually. Oh, it was by the birch forest. Remember the custom birch forest? Or the fir forest. It was a fir forest.
Yeah, where's
is this? Here's the forest. Oh yeah, okay, come to me. I found it.
Okay.
All right, so this was a Patreon. I can't remember what it was called. Oh yeah, I do. The Whirling Fae. This was the Whirling Fae, and it was an elven house that was getting attacked. So the elf cast a spell that made a tree grow to get it way up high, so the Nether couldn't attack. So they tried to burn it out, and you can see how all the land's like burned and everything away from this custom fir forest. Yeah, that was a cool little build. Oh, and she had to put all of the food up on these high things so it wouldn't get burned, and one got a little bit too low, and you can see it caught on fire.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this is a cool little build.
Yeah, that's cool.
Juxie had a kingdom. Juxie, where was your kingdom? Your kingdom was one of the better things on the whole server, actually. It was south of. Oh man, it was south of Port Bray. I have no idea. Did you have a cart, Juxie? Did you have a cart to get to your kingdom? I can't remember the name of it. Like, so I'm not even going to focus on this, but like, look, this is like a little poison potato hamlet. This whole thing it made poison potatoes. That was the entire deal. I mean, there's like 100 of those all over the world. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna try to find Juxie's build. I need to head south.
He says south of Port Bray, there was a cart next to Mars Library.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. I wonder if that cart's there. I vaguely remember that. I kind of remember moving the cart. I don't know if we ever put it back. You know, it's got to be on the road, right? I know for a fact it's on the road because it was near Stu's giant mountain. Okay, I'm just gonna follow this road. You can see the road. The nice thing, I remember whose house that is. Was that? Whose house was that? Anyone remember whose house that was? That wasn't Dom's house. So was that a... Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember who built that.
Yeah, I don't remember
Ooh,
this.
That's a nice one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just flying past like 100 little hamlets and stuff like that. That's Rail Maximus did that. Okay. Follow the path. Yeah. And there's an archaeology dig site way before we had archaeology. Oh, this is Old Gray maybe did this. Kind of vaguely remember that. Like a fishing coral dock sort of situation. Oh, here was the, okay, I was right. Here's the archaeology thing. Sort of, okay.
That's cool.
Having all these things right on the path makes so much difference in the world. It's like when you're, because, you know, I mean, we're flying around now because we're obviously in creative mode and stuff like that. But like normally when you're riding horses and and just falling past, man, it's so awesome. Oh, look at this. This has got to be Chef. Is this Chef? This has to be Chef. Yeah, I made the fish out. Okay, I was right about that. This feels like there's not one single straight line in this entire build. This feels like a Chef build. That's really cool. Yep, Chef. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. All right. I lost the road. Let's see if I can find it. I actually, believe it or not, I remember that the road disappears around here and you have to re-find it. Can you find the road again? Still headed sort of south.
Yeah,
I know Juxie's Awesome Kingdom is nearby. It's really good. We're getting close. It isn't that far from Adri. I kind of remember that too. Wait till you guys see this kingdom. It's so good. Oh wait, here's some cut down trees, maybe. Someone just sheared all the birch trees. Okay, that's cool, people. Just don't cut down your trees. Even though it was 6 years ago, I'm still kind of mad about it. Okay, fine.
Oh yeah, the road is right next to
the river.
Yeah, teleport to me. Here's a road.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, so this is why it's really important to have roads everywhere connected. There always has to be roads, because then when you do world downloads or whenever people, they can follow the road and get to wherever. Oh, we forgot Tanis again.
Hey,
was
Jumpy.
it Tanisha? That's funny.
Oh yeah, we did miss Tanis.
Okay, here's a wheat field. That's got to be connected to something.
Okay, the road ended again.
Wheat field.
Oh wait. Okay, this has got to be Juxie's place.
Is this Stu's mountain? Is this Stu's mountain? Stu's forever mountain that would never end?
Wow, this is insane.
Okay, yeah. Here's Juxie's place. Wait till it loads in. Wait till you see this. I mean, this is one of the better builds in the whole server. I've often said that Juxie's one of the best builders I've ever seen in Minecraft. Not the full building, but as far as the just kidding, Juxie, I love you. Yeah, I mean that's a great little castle area, man. It's really good.
This little village with the mountain in the background, so sick.
Yeah. I've reformed, I swear. Okay, we'll see. Juxie, you coming back? I haven't heard you from you officially. You coming back? You joining us on the relaunch? The mountain that took 1,500 chunks. Yeah, that's actually a fact, Jerm.
Whoa.
1,500 chunks.
1,500 chunks?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I would say it's never ending, but it is ending actually, but like it's never ending in theory. Oh, Callus's Chateau. We gotta see Callus's Chateau too.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Oh, that's such a Callus, how do you get to your play? Oh, from the player base area. Right, I remember. Okay. All right. So, Germ, go to hey, here, just wait.
What, Port Ray?
Don't watch my typing. Don't watch my typing.
Oh,
okay,
boy.
hold on a
Let's see.
I'll get you there. I'll get you there. You just wait a second. I'll get you. All right. I'll do a little teleporting. Then we'll go to the. So when we decided we were gonna have. Oh, just one way. I gotta tell you, like cinematic mode is not that different from my actual eyesight right now. All right. So if you go to Port Bray, there's a player base. So what we decided to do for player bases, and this is kind of cool, is we decided to have like caravans that come from your player base. So all the player bases from anyone would be right in this area. So that would be a fast teleport. So if you wanted to go to like my player base, this was my tent right here. You would just go to my little caravan area and press the button and you get to the end to my teleport. But Callus's, let's see if we, Callus, you're gonna have to be really specific about which one your chateau is, because man, I can't find it. There are no names on anything. I'm 75% through. Okay, I'm working on it, chef. I'm having a good time. The old Vasten days. Let's see, where's this one go? I have no idea what that means. I guess I'm just gonna go in this one and see where it takes me. Oh, whose is this place? Who was it? Oh wait, purple, yellow, black flag right in front of yours. Okay. All right. Purple, black, and yellow flag.
Oh, here it is.
Right. Okay. I see it. This chateau is amazing. Amazing. Okay, let's see. Oh, plus Callus, you had that other little hamlet right on the way down to Andor's Rest too that was so good. Also, you had that Hamlet and Wreck server that was so good too. Look at this. I'm gonna back up. Look at this chateau. Look at this. This is Callus's player base. Freaking look at this. Foxy Monoxide. That's who it was. It was Foxy's place. You're right. Look at this build, man. Germ, this is sick.
Yeah, this is so sick.
Yeah, I mean, look, even like herbs on the cutting board. I mean, look at the level of detail. Cheese? Do y'all get Minecraft in your cheese? I don't think you do. Cheese in your Minecraft, I mean. Stables. I mean, Callus, you are a treasure. You're a treasure. Cheese. Imposter Cheese finally finds his moment. Yes! Cheese, I knew it! I knew it was coming. Player-based thing is really neat. Seems like you and Jern came up with some super neat ideas. Wheat Pride says, Callus said, the wheat farms did south of this so long. Yeah, I remember those wheat farms.
Yeah, I came up with some great ideas, Pride. Thank you.
We're doing player bases again, Pride. You coming along? You coming along with us in the relaunch?
Pride's a YouTube member of mine, so I'll allow it.
Nice. Nice. Well, Pride would get in anyway, because anyone in previous Vasten experience is grandfathered in.
Of course.
Yeah, Pride. That, I mean, I'd be happy. I've been really enjoying your videos since you came back. This is cool. This is cool. This is a great. I mean, look at this with the little courtyard and the tree in the middle, right in the front. Callus, why are you so great?
Yeah, this is so nice.
Awesome? Except for this room. Drop the ball, bro.
Oh, Sintir is not done either.
Yeah.
Oh, no upstairs. Losing points.
Yep. TNT, the TNT, the whole place.
Tear it down.
No, we don't tear down in Vasten. We'll just get someone to actually fix it. Someone who actually does interiors to fix it.
Yeah, we'll get someone to do it better.
Okay, so where the heck is I don't even I kind of vaguely remember where this is.
Thank you, Pride. Thank you.
Where am I on the map? Okay, so we're gonna head to we're gonna head to Tanis, and that's near spawn.
Yeah. Where is it?
All right, let's see. I'm breaking wheat like crazy. Ginthian, remember Ginthian's place? Ginthian built this little place. Oh, who was the build? Warlock Robbie. Warlock Robbie built this place way back over there. Long side quest to get to Tanis. It's true, and Tanis itself is kind of a side quest, really. You know, in a lot of ways of things. So, okay, so here's the story behind Tanis. Mending was fairly new to the game, and we had one mending villager, and so I built this labyrinth to get to Tanis. And I thought, oh, I had been listening to this podcast about Tanis, which is I can't even say it's good. It's interesting, kind of. It's a fictional podcast, and I built this labyrinth to get to Tanis, and at the absolute moment that I had finished it, because the villager was like in a 1x2 dirt hole for like 3 months while I built this entire thing, right? So while I built this whole thing, I was just ready to move him down into his little forever home, and at that exact moment, he got struck by lightning and turned into a witch.
Oh wow!
And I lost my mind. I was like live on stream, and I was like beside myself. I was like, I just spent 4 months for this villager, you know, and this was back before you could re-roll villagers like you can now and all that, you know. It was like way harder to get a mending villager, right? So I asked chat, so we decided to go ahead and just cheat in a villager and say that was an act of God, and that so whenever you see the Tanis, Earl Tanis down here, you'll understand why he has the trades he does, because he's like a farmer villager that has mending trade.
Right, okay.
Anyway, the story behind this is a town that kept losing people, and as they kept losing their children, they constructed these walls, and people kept disappearing, and then they noticed that up on top of this mountain there was a light that would come on at nighttime. And so they started to investigate this little cabin up here at night, and as they investigated it night after night after night, people kept going in and disappearing and never be seen again. So here's the story of Tanis, or here's the build of Tanis. I really think this was a fun one.
Yeah,
so
this is a really cool idea.
So if you check it out at daytime, you go in, it's this little cabin, it's 3 rooms, and you go out the other side. That's it. That's all of Tanis right there. You see, there's only 3 rooms, nothing to see here.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Totally normal.
But set night. If you set the time to night and you go in, then all of a sudden, check out these rooms right here. And uh-oh. What? Yeah, you didn't see this coming, did ya? So then you think, well, what the heck? Where's this infinite hallway go? And you, oh, that's not good, right? This lava. I don't even know what that does. I'm not going to drop down there. You check out all these different doors. Every door is a different thing. That one shows command blocks. That doesn't seem right.
Oh.
Okay. Seems like that one has been edited.
2 for 2.
Then here, finally, you check this one here, and you do this parkour. I don't think I've ever done this live on cam. Nope, still. I'm consistently. I still haven't done it.
Okay, I'm going to do it first try.
You're young. With your knees, you can still do that kind of thing. Okay, we'll go up here, and then if you... Okay, it's fine. No one saw that. That was a glitch on your internet. So then if you come out here, you get out to the bottom and you check it out. And oh, you're at the end. Again, this is why I said way earlier, the black wool is so critical. So here you're like in the end, right? And there's a place, I wonder if it's still here. I set up a place where if you search, you can find ender pearls in one of the, maybe in this chest up here. I bet there. They're gone. Someone put wheat inside. There used to be ender pearls. So say there are ender pearls that you would land here. And then what you do is you'd land here. And, oh, this isn't even on. What? Find the backspace button. Hold on, I can do this. I can type. No way I can type. I can do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, no. Okay, there we go. So, yeah. So normally this would, you're like, okay, cool. I'll just go into into the Nether. But if you go past it, all of a sudden you're in the Nether. No. All right, so then we'll go here, and then you gotta go through.
Oh.
Okay, so then you just go past here. Apparently, I had 1 heart left. So then you go past. You go this way. You go down through all this, and you see this, and then you see this. You're like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Oh no! You fall through, and it's water. You're in a lush cave, but way before they did lush caves. And if you're saying, man, I'm so thankful that Mojang gave us lush caves, you're like, well, thank you, Fix, for inventing this and letting Mojang see your beautiful invention. And then you get to the end of this beautiful lush custom cave that I dug out, and then you say like, oh, I guess this is just the end. There's no point in continuing. But then you see this little cabin, and go on, Jerm, go check out this little cabin. There's nowhere else to go. You're absolutely boxed in this cave. There's nothing you could possibly do.
Anything in the chest?
What's in this chest? Let me check out what's in the chest. Nothing, I guess. We'll just leave. Let's just leave. Oh shoot! The whole world changed on the outside of the cabin. Didn't see that coming, did you? You didn't see that coming. You did not. So then you go this way, and if you go through this completely void area, then you get to where Earl Tanis actually lives. There used to be witches up there. They're probably long dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it used to be witches up there. That was incredibly hard. But you go in here, and yeah, and there's Earl Tanis. Earl. And there you go. You got mending trade, even though he's a farmer. Boom. And that's Tanis. That's Tanis. That's where we kept our mending village. So every time you needed a mending book, you had to do that. But not only that, there's like a ton of different rooms that we did within Tanis. Let's see. I'll find Tanis again. Yeah, like a ton of these rooms had different things. Like some just had.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Some just had nothing. Some just had like a void.
We must have put that there.
I don't remember that one. Okay, that's the one we did.
That's funny.
Some, which I thought was a really cool thing, some had like exact copies of the room that you otherwise would have gone in. Like some just had like these weird lush areas. They're like, what is this? What is this supposed to be? I think there used to be name tag skeletons in there or something at some point. What's in this one?
Just a tree.
Oh, it's like a random. Yeah, it's like a random tree. Like I tried to make it a combination of like random and weird and useful stuff. But then you get to the end of this hallway, you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm out of this Tanis thing. I'm going to what the heck? Oh, it's another hallway. Boom. Boom, you're totally screwed. You're in Tanis forever and ever and ever. You can never leave. Isn't that cool?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here, what's this? Oh, this is how you had to get snow. This is the only place to get snow in this world was this one door. Because we had mob griefing off back in the day.
Oh,
you kind of had to. There weren't like data packs and stuff. So the only place, so when you walked in, you turned mob griefing on and you could get snow. And then when you walked out, you turned mob griefing back off again. Oh, remember this one? Remember how you get across this?
No, I don't.
Let's see if I can do it. Bow. Arrow. Okay.
Oh.
I don't think my chances of doing this are real good right now.
Here, let me try too. Oh, there
we go. There it is. So then you have to swim across and get up there like that really quick before the water turns off, and then you can come over here and get to whatever, like just an ender chest, I guess. Okay, maybe nothing that great, but that's how you get to your ender chest. Your tent.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you know, kind of like whatever, but kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
I really like sort of designing the little traps and all that kind of stuff. You know, interesting. There's a couple mazes that are really dark. Is there anything in there?
I don't know.
Oh, this is you fall whenever you're in a trap. If you are in a maze, if you go to the wrong entrance, you fall on the other side of that bridge, and you come out.
Oh, okay.
This was actually my first pumpkin farm, so you had to come all the way down here to get pumpkins. So, oh, wait, here,
Nice.
finally, here's a copy of the room. And he's like, oh, cool, I'm out. And then you open, it's like, nope, still devoid. The only way to get out is you have to find the actual one room, the one room that is the way out. And oh, here, is it this? Nope, still not that either. Oh, this is the maze.
Oh,
Yeah.
I ain't doing
I don't
that.
even know. I can't remember which door actually works. And then, like, or which one's the right. Here, this is actually the way out.
Yep, there we go.
So yeah, so if you go out this way, then. Oh, no, maybe the command block's broken. So normally what would happen, and I think this is probably one of those things where switching between vanilla and fabric probably mess up the teleport something. But what would happen? Oh, you know what, Germ? So what would happen is, see all this mess?
Mm-hmm.
You would get, when you left Tanis, the only way you could get out, there are 3 copies of Tanis all out over the world. One is where we went in, one is out in the middle of the Arctic near Seleia, and the other is in the middle of the desert somewhere. So you would have, it's completely random chance of where you would actually come out.
Oh.
And
Yeah, that's cool.
it seems like maybe that system is broken at this moment because of, how redstone stuff changes over the years. But yeah, like it would be a random, you'd have a random chance of where you would exit. And if you exited in Seleia, man, you had like a 20-minute walk back. Because there were no, you wouldn't have a horse, you wouldn't have a Lytra back then or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, folks, I think that's Vasten. I mean, minus like 40 kings that we didn't show you, but I think that's basically it.
Yeah, I think we got all the biggest stuff, most important stuff for sure.
Yeah. What do y'all think? You guys excited to see the relaunch coming in September?
I'm very excited. I hope we get a lot of the old members back.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping it's like, a bunch of the old folks and a nice influx of new people and yeah, I think it's just gonna be a great time. I'm hoping to get maybe if we could get 4 of us, that would be my goal, to get 4 sort of team leads. I think that'd be the right number.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if anyone else is interested in doing it, and yeah, it could be a lot of. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun no matter what, but I think it could be a lot of fun. What have you thought anything about your sort of initial first kingdom that you want to do with your team?
No, not yet. I think I want to wait until I get like a group of people together to figure it out.
Nice.
Because I think we have a lot of really cool, really good builders in my supporter community.
Yeah,
People that could probably come up
sure.
with some better ideas than me.
Yeah, and you gotta see what people are inspired to do. Like as much as I say, like, oh, I want to do Old West, but if no one's feeling it, then that's not a good choice.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great. I don't have a copy where Dawnport exists. I must have the last. I think I've currently uploaded the last copy of Vasten 1 before we did the new one. He sent me the
I see.
the coordinates for Dawnport, and it's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I'm targeting like a September start, so for members of both of our channels, I think that's kind of the right amount. We have a Discord. Germ can send you the Discord if you're over in his stream, if you're a channel member or a Patreon or whatever. I can send you it, or tomorrow I'm gonna have a video out. Anyone can join the Discord. We have the Discord set up to be like anyone for community or whatever. And then if you're a supporter in any way of Germ or me or any of the other content creators that end up signing up for this, then you can actually play in the world, right? So it's kind of like a joint Patreon member world, sort of the way we're doing it. So and there's reasons for it. People are like, oh, why does it have to be that? It's like, listen, look, there's never griefing on a Patreon or supporter world. There's never like stealing, shenanigans, all that kind of stuff. It's just, I kind of don't love it, but I think it's totally the way to go.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, definitely could not. There's no, if it was either completely public or not do the server at all, we would not do the server at all. Because it's just running a public server would be just horrible.
Oh, it'd be horrible.
Impossible.
It'd be big things that I always think about in life is like, where's the win? You know, like if I want to argue with like my boss about money or something like that, and I know what the answer is going to be, and it's not going to be a good answer for me, then I'm like, well, where's the win? Like, what am I getting out of this? You know? So I think of like a public server is like, where's the win? Like, it's all trouble, all problems, all stress, and no fun.
Yeah.
Like, well, so okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, I mean, the deal is just like with supporter servers, there's like no one griefs or steals or is a jerk on a server that they're paying $5 a month or whatever to play on, you know. And plus, you're not paying $5 to play on it. You're paying $5 because you support the creator that is making that stuff, and then that's like a perk of it. So you wouldn't want to ever do something that would be bad for that creator that you, I assume, like, right? So
yeah, for sure.
It's just the smart way to go. It's a way that we can give back to the people who have given so much to us over the years too, you know, which is really nice. It's something that we can do. Because I mean, supporter servers, unless you are absolutely massive, they just die. They just do.
Yep. I've tried to start many supporter servers, and I mean, everybody starts out motivated, but you know, if like one person falls off, then the next person, just a snowball effect.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, and this will be a chance where we can actively actually play on the server with, you know, with the people who have been so good to us over the years and stuff like that. And so I think it's good. And plus, it won't be only like it won't be just Jerm's team go do his own thing and me do my own thing. It'll be like there'll be a lot of collaboration, a lot of group stuff, a lot of open communication, things like that. We'll have a lot of opportunities where you can like switch. Like if I'm doing like an Old West theme and Jerm's doing like a sci-fi theme, and you're really feeling sci-fi, but you're on my team, like there's no reason why you can't switch teams, as long as we're all going to be very giving with all that kind of stuff. We want everyone to have fun and do something that they're inspired to do. You know, I know in Vasten, when we did the Nether thing, we learned a lot about that. We learned a lot about doing a server that maybe some people weren't super inspired to do, and what happens is it dies.
Right.
Well, I think we've done it.
I think we've done it.
Once again.
Yep.
Do you remember how we used to end streams way back in the olden days?
Yeah, exactly like that. You would say, well, I think we've done it.
Yeah, pretty much. And then like 25 minutes later, the stream would end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember there was one stream in particular that it was like you, me, and I thought it was just the two of us. And we're like, well, thank you so much for watching. And then like, it was like a minute of silence. And then Sausage was like, hey guys, you guys still there? You guys still there?
I do remember that. Yeah.
How long you been here? It's like he'd been there for like for a long time. I just didn't know. I didn't have my Discord up, so I couldn't see.
Yeah.
No, those were the days, man.
Those were the days.
Oh, those were such fun days. Callous, mindless banter for like 45 minutes. 45 minutes? We've been mindless banter for 2 hours and 19 minutes.
Yeah. We've been live for 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, 3 hours right there.
That's crazy. That's the longest stream I've done in a long time.
Yeah, me too. Well, we're back. We're back full-time YouTubers. We're back.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know, man. You're pumping out streams like crazy.
I am, but I don't know. I still have no desire to be like full-time YouTube. Because I just know where, like, I know where that ends up leading when I start, like, things start trending downwards, and, like, views, I mean, and it just, like, it's super, it gets super demotivating, and I don't want to.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks. It is really challenging to be like, well, you know, I gotta sit down and work on a video for a whole bunch of hours that's gonna do a tiny fraction of what it did 3 months ago.
Yeah, I know. It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. It's like it is wildly basically beyond your control. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, the whole YouTube thing is just like you can control a little bit, but like in the Minecraft space at least. I think in other spaces probably not. You have more control, I think, probably.
I
like
think so, yeah.
In the space where you're like on camera, I think you can control more, but in the Minecraft space, like you're at the mercy of like when the algorithm feels like pushing you or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, for someone like you put so much effort, and it's so clear how much effort you put into videos, especially when you do the animated segments.
Yeah.
And then there's, I don't know.
Well, we've discussed before. Everyone loves lore, right? That's what they say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I have boxed myself in a bit of a corner, you know, as far as this long form story thing. Like if you're into the story, then that's cool. But if you're not, it's hard to get in. And I've been thinking a lot about how to make it more, you know, look, it's hard. I mean, if I see a TV show, you know, if I see a TV show that's in season 6, I'm probably not going to start watching it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's why
You know,
I've been thinking a lot more about like trying to make each video stand on its own. Like I don't put like or episode numbers or anything like that, even the title of the series anymore, just because I want each video to stand on its own and be like its own thing, you know.
Yeah.
And I think
I've
that's
seen a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I feel
that's
like
helped?
I think so. Maybe it's just been like random coincidence luck. But I do feel like making it so that like I'm not doing like a huge project over multiple episodes. I think that has helped. Or like telling a big story over multiple episodes, you know.
I think that's probably the right track, to be honest, and it's something I've thought about a lot. The problem is I can't get on my own way. I like telling long form stories. Like that's my vibe. I like that way more than building in Minecraft. I mean, that's totally where my heart is. So I would have to do something that I don't like to do that. And I've thought about like trying to rope it out my audience, you know. I've thought about like, and if you see me do this, because I've thought about doing it for after 5,000 days, so don't yell at me. But I've thought about doing like Survival Island for, you know, maybe 100 days or whatever. Survival Island, and but secretly putting it in the same world, and like dying before I start the video, so it looks like I'm in a fresh world, but like really I'm not, because that way I can keep the story going. But
right.
Like then I feel like my audience would like get mad. Like, wait a second, you liar! You're lying. You know?
I don't know. I don't think it's that. I mean, as long as you're not mentioning, like, if you don't specifically say, like, we're in a brand new world or something like that, because you don't really need to say that. It can be just implied. Then I don't feel like it's that big of a, that it would be that big of an issue.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I don't know. YouTube's a very confusing, difficult thing.
Yeah, look, I am forever grateful for it, because it got me through a time when during COVID, when as a musician during COVID, that is a rough freaking time. Like there are no gigs for like 2.5 years, right? Yeah. So I am forever grateful for it. However, that being said, I'm in a pretty difficult time right now. So it'd be kind of nice if YouTube would take off again. But you know, look, I got it once. I can't beg for it to happen again. You know, I was lucky one time. Regardless, I'm thinking about doing, you know, the reason why I decided I wanted to really go back in Vasten is because I wanted to do some really fun, creative stuff and not worry too much about the numbers and the clicks and all that kind. I just wanted to try to just do something that's really fun. And so I think that Vasten is going to be that. You know, it's going to be great to get on late night, hang out with my friends again. You know, after my kids go to bed, get on, shoot the breeze with the guys, build some stuff, you know.
Yeah, I think so.
All that kind of stuff.
That was really where my head was at, because I took basically a year-long break from making YouTube videos, besides one
Yeah.
like halfway through it. And like I just got back into it because I wanted to do it. And like I started to really enjoy playing the game again.
Right.
And
well, you were doing it like what, 8 hours a day every day for your job too. So that's
yeah. I mean, I was burnt out, but way before I started that job though. It was part of it, but like, I mean, when I was, of course, doing like building full 8 hours a day, I wasn't wanting to play Minecraft after work. But like when I started back up, I was like doing a little bit of texture work a day, and that's basically it. So that helps.
Have you thought any more about how you're going to format your Vasten videos?
I'm not really sure yet still. I think it'll come to me more when we actually start. But I'm thinking, like I mentioned earlier, I definitely want to make them just stand on their own. Probably not gonna like Realm of Vasten in like the title or thumbnail or something like that.
Sure.
Because besides like everyone that's in stream now, not a whole lot of people know that name.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll probably just like make it look like a normal building video that I would do.
Hey, Mollis just showed up. Hey, Mollis, how's it going?
Hey, Mollis.
Mollis Slime, one of the absolute finest builders I know, for sure. Mollis, you're amazing. Mollis showed some tricks. Remember with those? Remember the rails that you turned into chains?
Oh yeah.
So Mollis showed us some tricks of how to have like diagonal chains holding cauldrons that I will never forget as long as I live. I'll be 80 and laying there on my desk. I was like, Mollis, how did you do the chains? How? Yeah, she's a wonderful builder. Mollis, you coming back? Are you coming? We're relaunching Mollis. You coming back? You got to come back. You're so good. You're so talented.
Everybody's got to come back.
I mean, I hope so. You know, I mean, look, I know people have moved on from Minecraft. You know, I get it. It's been a long time. You know, but I hope we get the old crew back. You know, mixed with the new people. We do some really fun stuff. You know, I need it. I need it. I need the social outlet and stuff. You know, my life schedule, Germ, is Germ and everyone else. My life schedule is, you know, I have my kids Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and then they're with their mom Friday night and Saturday night. But I have gigs Friday night and Saturday night. So like, you know, my kids go to bed at 8 or so, 8:30.
Yeah.
So like, I can't leave and go have fun or something. You know what I mean? Like I can't go anywhere. And if I do go somewhere, that means I have a babysitter, and that means I'm going to a gig. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not going out to have fun or do something on those nights. So like, I could really. I sound like I'm begging. I could really use the social outlet here of doing this. So I'm hoping that people come back, because yeah, you know, having literally no nights out of 7 free would be is going to be challenging.
Yeah. Well, I'm coming back, so that's all that matters.
Sweet. We should make sure, like, get all the people that come back for like one day and then never log on again and come back for that. You know, I was gonna name them, but I edited that comment halfway through, so it wasn't me. I don't want to be mean. I'm just teasing, of course. But
yeah,
y'all know who you are. We all know who you are. Ninny. I mean, what? I didn't say. I love Ninny. I love you, Ninny Bird. You can tell him I said that. You can tell him I said I love him.
Okay, I will. He does. He mentioned he watches all my VODs, so if he makes it to the end of this one, then he'll hear it.
He makes it 3.5 hours in.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, he's not the only one. This is the first name that sprung to mind, but there's lots. There's lots of people who log on for one time and then never again.
This isn't to call her out, but wasn't Nash on the server for like a minute? Or am I remembering
Nash
wrong?
did a tour. a tour with me one time. I don't think she ever
Okay.
actually built anything.
Okay.
Nash did a tour once. I mean, Sausage did the build.
Yeah.
Wells has been on the server a ton of times. Python's been on the server before.
Oh yeah.
I mean, a bunch of other YouTubers have been on the server, but as far as like, you know, long-term people, but you know, long-term servers are hard, man. YouTubers like series don't do great on YouTube anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone does standalone videos are probably the way to go, but I hate that. So,
Yeah.
you know. Hey, Germ. Well, I know you have like 5 more hours of staying awake, but I'm probably reaching close to the end of my time.
Yeah, I am actually
You
getting
still
pretty
stay
tired.
awake as late as you used to?
No, not as late as I used to. Instead of 4 a.m., it's 3 a.m. now. No, I don't stay up nearly as late as I used to.
Yeah, I mean, it was not uncommon that like I would wake up in the morning and like I knew
Yeah.
like I would get a Discord or something from you still. Like,
Yeah.
wow, like you're still awake and I'm awake already for the day.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what time I go to bed, man. My kids are still like 6 a.m. They're like, "What's up?" Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, folks, listen, here's the deal. From tomorrow, I am having, and this counts for Germ's viewers and mine. Tomorrow, I'm having a Vasten, sort of what it's all about with the war and what it's going to be about, video drop tomorrow. So if you're a Germ subscriber or Patreon member, Twitch subscriber, or mine, check out that video, see if it's something you want to get interested in. And if it is, hit us up on Discord and we can get you into the Vasten Discord, or you can, that'll be linked in that video. And check it out. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be great. There's no limit on people. I have a monster server that's just sitting collecting dust right now waiting for us. So like we have a professionally hosted 24/7
Yeah, it
server
is, Jack.
that's
Yeah.
all ready to go. We just have to find the seed over the next few weeks
Here in a couple of minutes.
and get started. All right.
Sweet. Sounds good.
All right, Germ. Thanks for joining me for the tour, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks
Yeah,
for
no
the work on the
problem.
resource. By the way, I
Oh,
want
yeah.
to give props. Germ got the resource pack working. It was not working for 1.20.1, and he spent some time and got all the connected textures and all that crap working. So thank you for doing all that, because this world would not have looked very good without it.
Yeah, of course. I had to do it. I didn't want to look at a bunch of broken textures all over the world.
Yeah, it would have been rough. I know we teased looking at the world without it, but I'm not
Oh,
going to
yeah.
do that to you.
Yeah,
I
I forgot
respect
about
your
that.
eyes too much.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all right.
I respect your eyes too much. Yeah. All right. Love y'all, and I'll see you all next time from the realm of Vasten, I guess.
Haven't heard that in a while. All right, see you guys.
See you, Jerm.
See you, Fix. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. I mean, everybody's gone by now, besides a couple people. Appreciate it. This was a ton of fun. Ton of fun at re-exploring the old world again, talking to Fix. And yeah, hopefully Realm of Vasten should be starting up fairly soon. I think he said shooting for like the start of September, so about a month. But that's gonna do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Yeah, the full VOD will be on YouTube here, I guess, and on Twitch, because I multi-streamed. So yeah, if you missed anything or anybody's coming into the very end, then yeah, feel free to go back and look. But yeah, new video. I'm working on new video for, I'm building up the White Falls Castle. That should be out, I'm hoping, next week, so keep an eye out for that. And we'll get back into regular streams next week as well, maybe this weekend even. I'm guessing that means you'll be getting back into resource pack stuff. No, we're gonna be doing I can leave this Discord. We're gonna be doing I think basically vanilla, besides I think Fix wants to use bushy leaves. I don't know if I will use bushy leaves. I don't really like bushy leaves anymore. But maybe some custom glass textures. I think Fix really wants to do that, so I may cave on that. But other than that, probably not a whole lot of texture stuff. I do kind of want to, depending on how many people are end up playing, I kind of want to do banners, custom banners for kingdoms if Fix is into that idea, like I'm doing for single player, but we'll see. But okay, I'm gonna end it. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. Bye bye.